go. Sorry. Are we in? Live? 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, testing. Microphone. Fans on. Lights are on. Lights, camera, action. And I'm the only one here. So welcome to Gen X Talks Live. It is Tuesday, April 19th, and no one is here. No one got a smoke signal. No one got a warning. If the little bell went off in your purse, then grab your phone and sit down in the waiting room of dentist office, and let's have a conversation. One person has arrived, but nobody in the chat room yet, so I don't think that anybody's really participating. So I'm drinking alone. I'm drinking alone out of one of the original Gen X Talks glasses, which are on sale for way too much money on the website, I'm sure, $16,000 per glass. But I promise that I've touched each one of these glasses, so it's worth every penny. Oh, look who decided to show up. Oh, now everybody's here. Is that what I'm looking at? Everybody, now people are arriving. Oh, sure, now the room's filling up. Hold on a second. I'm drinking. I'm starting off with a drink, and you can't stop me. So here I go. You guys going to make me drink alone? Fine, I'll drink alone. I drank alone before. Drank alone most of my goddamn life. Here it is. We have elected to have training wheels tonight instead of the on the rocks we tried last night. All right. Lion, Justin Capone, Just a Thought, Stephen Newsom, Barry Dano. Everybody saying good evening, General. Fall in line. Let's fall in line in the ranks. Jeffrey Lawson says hello, General. Jeffrey, you can fall in line. The ranks are filling up in the back. Go ahead and grab a seat, my friend. Multiverses here. Robbie, Brandy P says, hey. Brandy, why does your picture look like you're hiding almost? Yeah, you don't need to hide. Come on. I stand corrected, General. You're an oak. Oh, I know right where Two Bear got that one. He's half making fun of me and half not. I got that, though. I like that. That was brilliant. Matthew Parker says, what's up, man? Christian Temple, lying again. Mr. Fatty's in. Dono Hall, what's up, General? How you doing today, Dono? I'm being me. That's the only thing I'm good at. You can join the ranks and fall in the back right there. They're filling up. Elon Mudd says, General, Elon, you know where to fill in. Just the ranks are filling up. Come on, shoulder to shoulder, arm's length. Let's go. Single file, rows and rows. Let's go. Patriot Rebellion, I'm here. You're never alone, bro. Thank you for that, man. I should just keep drinking because I'm never alone now that I know you're here. Stephanie Reese with the big hearts. Wandering Tacoma. Nick Steiger, Dennis Fox. Tugboat. Tugboat's been around today. Tugboat's been chasing me around the world today. Matt M., good evening, General. Matt, fall in line with the rank, sir. Chris Guest says, hey, Pioneer. Just kidding, Pioneer. That's what it almost like it says, just kidding, Pioneer. Howdy, General. All right, so what am I missing? Who am I skipping? I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. Mary Jean Assel. I'm here for you, General. Mary Jean, thank you. Now, if you would just drink with me, we'd get along famously. And you know when there's a bunch of basketballs and monies and shit, you know it's our favorite truck driver from back east, Dawson. M. Dawson, coming around here because he wants to bet on the goddamn games. I'm not sure how good he is at betting, but I know that he whips Gen Z kids' ass with great regularity. Oh, good Lord. Boy, I'm trying to get settled in, you guys. I'm trying to get awake, get up, get down, get backwards and forwards all at once. Excuse me. Marvelous, Miss Miranda. Good evening, General. It's luck and your good looks. Oh. What would Mrs. Fort Watton say? Oh, aren't you just the sweetest thing? Thank you, Miranda. I know you love me. I know you do. Thank you for lying, though, and making me feel good. You just keep buttering this up, and I'll just get happier as we go. I'll drink more. Frank Blee, today has been a hard day for me. Glad you came back on. Take my mind away for the time being. Frank, my man, it's one foot in front of the other. That's it. That's all there is. And I'm about to go through some more. You guys know Gen X mom passed. My grandmother, who helped raise me, is getting close. And one of my favorite dogs is close. So it's going to be a triple whammy. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. My turn's coming next. Okay. So we got to do a couple things here. Now, let me get my notes out. You know, we almost got through. I had notes taken on here. I got some stuff written down. And we almost had no one to take to the woodshed today. Can you believe that? I mean, there's a couple that we can make fun of. Hang on a second. There's a couple we could make fun of, but I was going to leave those out. We almost had no trips to the woodshed tonight. None of you have misbehaved. And then, sure enough, somebody had to misbehave. Somebody had to talk a little smack. Somebody had to come out of the woodwork with some off-color comments. Now, to be truthful, I enjoyed the comment very much on the inside. But on the outside, I had to be Will Smith, and I had to be like, hey, yo, we talking like that for? I'm not talking about my girl like that. But inside, I thought it was funny as shit. I'm not going to go up and smack Chris Rock around. We're good. All right, hold on. My screen is turning green. Barry Dano, beer, vodka, 420 whiskey, all made from plants. I think I'm a vegetarian. Oh, I could take a dark turn and say, Barry, I eat meat. But I'm not going to go down that road. All right. Wandering Tacoma turned my screen green for $5. Listening while driving home from work is soothing. As I get home, I will be joining you to drink. Goats, wall mount. Oh, I should have just left that last 3 words off of that. All right, let's go to the announcements first. Let's get the announcements out of the way. This is like reading the minutes from the last meeting. Number 1, I have a let's see. This is a link for you guys because I screwed up. Yeah, something I got to do. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. And this, come on, do the thing here. See if that link works. That if you guys have sent us stuff over the past year. Sometimes you send some whiskey, sometimes you send a little thing for the kid to do some odds and ends, and we kept a list. We're going to do out in the garage. We're doing a big show. We're going to get everything going on there. Hang on a second. And why is my wife texting my phone when she's literally sitting right there, and she's blowing up my phone? All right. I have been instructed to read this. Okay, hang on. Don't. I'm not going to read an article right now. No, I thought you said. Did you read the title? Yeah, something about.
They're offering monthly Adulting 101.
Adulting 101 class for county teens. Learn how to be an adult. That you made that up. That's not a real article you sent me, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Where's the fucking world coming to, dipshits? I swear to Christ. All right. So, yeah, I guess apparently in my county, there is the county's putting on adulting classes for teens that are having trouble transitioning into adulthood. I think if I just go out and kick all their asses once and tell them to get up out of the dirt and pick themselves up, I think it would be just as effective. But they don't put me in charge of shit, and that's why. All right. So the announcements, the link I gave you. If I deleted the file that had everything in there, we had names and what you sent us. And I mean, this goes back a while. There's a few things on there. We were going to do a big production show in the garage where we were going to, show everything on display, have it all labeled perfectly so we could point and say who gave us what. Thank you for this. A little collection. You guys ever watch Dan Patrick and see all the stuff he's got on his desk right there? That is a collection of all the cool things that people have sent him. Well, we were going to have a Dan Patrick collection because Dan Patrick's one of the coolest cats out there. And it was going to be something similar to what he did. Now we have all the items, but we don't know who sent them. If you sent anything, please just click the link and just tell us what you sent, what your name was. It can be your stage name, your Christian name. It can be whatever you want, but give us something because I screwed up and Gen X Mom is pissed and I didn't mean to do it. And it's my fault. And I can go back through emails. I'm trying to reconstruct some of the stuff because some of you guys sent some emails and said, hey, did you get the such and such? And then I'll know that it was you. And I haven't. Are you okay over there? You want to quit coughing in the studio? You about done? Good. Women are like, I'm telling you, Iceman from Bodfish. Chicks, man. Chicks. Yeah. So if you guys send us something, please let us know. I need to recover that because I'm getting my ass kicked every day for that. Okay. So while we're on the topic of who sent what, one of you dirty, rotten scoundrels from the patron state of shooting stuff, and that's from the movie Shooter. You guys, one of you, I would say it's a family effort because that would be how you give credit, but I know that it was just one lovely individual, Mrs. Forwatton. This is Mrs. Forwatton's get out of jail free card. She is now able to retrieve herself from the woodshed 3 times. That means she can royally screw things up, can't be banned, can't be hidden. She gets out of the woodshed 3 times. Why? Because I received a few things. Well, Jen, if you're a member, you saw the post of all the cool stuff. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you saw the post with all the cool stuff. If you're not, you're just going to have to listen. There was a bunch of lodge utensils and stuff, and lodge is a cast iron thing, and an apron, and it was just all these wonderful things it just made her day. To me, there was some stuff in there for me. Look at that. Yeah. Let me get where I can see it, and then we can sew it correctly. Look at that. See that? This is some badass stuff. And when you want to get out on your horse, get riding, there's that shit. And it's really good. And I know that it wasn't her. I know it wasn't her, but somehow she made arrangements with someone to. It wasn't her. But this arrived today. The real green label, not the tan label with the green stripe. No. Real green label, and I got 2 of them. I almost don't want to be here tonight. I want to go sit in my chair alone with my thoughts. But I'm going to be here because the truth is at the bottom of the glass, and I'm going to go get the truth. And there's some truth tonight, baby. And it's at the bottom of that glass. And we didn't go ice tonight. We didn't water it down. We went training wheels instead. And I think there's more stories at the bottom of this glass than I've ever seen. So let's get to it. Cheers to the bottom of the glass nation, to the Legion of X, to every lonely extra out there. You're here, you're with us, you're not alone. All right, here we go. So, something popped up on the screen. Who turned me yellow? Chuckster99J, you're super funny, man. Thanks, man. I don't think I've ever received $10 for being laughed at before. But Chuckster, I'll take it. All right. Chuckster just looks at me and goes, here's $10. You funny. I'm with you, my man. That was cool. All right, where were we? On the notes. So, Mrs. Fort Watton, she gets all the praise tonight. She gets a get out of jail free card. In fact, if she tells me to ban Allie, I'm closing Allie out. Allie's never sent me no Jack Daniels. I'm closing Allie out. I will kick her off into the cosmos, and she can just wait and be in rotation with all of our other moderators. Now, she's the only moderator, so she'll, even if I kick her out, she'll be back quickly. That's all there is. All right, another announcement. April 29th, the Red Rock in Las Vegas. Yeah. We got a thing with Mundo Cortez, the number 3 chef in all of Las Vegas. And if you guys know anything about Las Vegas casinos, they steal from all over the world the greatest chefs so they can have in their 5-star restaurants, their exclusive chefs at their hotels. They have some of the best, they have the best catering, and they have the best chefs in the entire planet. And, you know, they come and go, but Vegas is a hot spot for talent like that. And Ramundo is one of the top 3 guys there is. And he has offered to prepare for me anything I want to eat. So immediately I said grilled cheese with ketchup because that's what I really want. I want a really good grilled cheese. He was mad. Gen X mom was mad. Gen Z kid just shook his head and looked at me. And I looked at my kid and said, what are you talking about? He goes, I don't even know anything about this. And I know that's the wrong answer. So whatever. We're going to go out there. I'm getting my grilled cheese. But while we're there in town having this wonderful meal prepared to us by this wonderful guy, and his staff and his crew. I'm sure he doesn't do it alone. I'm sure he has help. We're going to be at the Red Rock Casino. We just figured we'd stay over Friday night and hang out. So at 6 o'clock, we're probably going to be in Lucille's or one of the bars by the sports book. Kind of an informal thing. Anybody wants to stop by for a shake of hand, hang out for a few, have a drink, and tell some stories, I'm there. We'll do it till everybody's gone, but we'll do it from 6 till 8 or 9 or whatever, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're going to be there, going to do it. Kid's going to be there. Two Bear's going to be there. Allie's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. You should be there too. All right. Oh, Matthew Lambert, $5, another shot. You know what? When this motherfucker gets on his horse, he got me so messed up one day. Matthew Lambert, this was months ago. He waited about every 5 or 6 minutes. He dropped the 5 spot, and I took a drink because I was being polite. I was being sociable. Someone raises a glass and says sociable, you drink. But Matthew, I'm drinking this Green Label, and I can't keep up with you tonight on 5s. I'm just gonna that ain't enough money to put me in the hospital. It's close, but I can't. All right, Matthew, ready? I'll do it again. Jesus H tap dancing Christ. Let's go. All right. So where were we? Yeah, announcement time. So April 29th at the Red Rock. If you're hanging out, if you are going to be there, if you live close by, swing by the Red Rock. Just say hey for a few. It's for me. It's not for you guys. I'm being selfish. I want to meet you. Anybody that comes by, any swinging dick named Tom, Dick, or Harry that comes in the joint, I'm hanging out. So there you go. We can. In Lucille's, we can. That's why we're starting Lucille. So Gen Z kid, I mentioned that he'd be there. Lucille's is a bar restaurant, but we've had Lucille's here, and he can go hang out. That's one of the kid and I. We hung out at Lucille's a ton. So that's kind of why we're starting there, is because that's where he's going to be. All right. Also, again, you guys, YouTube, when we're done with the live stream, it often goes into a private mode, and YouTube has to go through their algorithm and say if it's acceptable, because they do that to me every time. It used to be that they'd post them right away. Then they got in this rut of locking them up and saying, no, we're not. We're going to review it manually. And so then they had to go get manual to review it, and he did, and we're good. Then the other days they came back and it was quick, and now they're back to being slow again. So just calm down. Quit blowing up my email going, where's the goddamn live stream? I missed it. I don't have any control over that stuff. So you can calm your tits, all right? Relax. Also, kind of a sideline. Now, we were building a barbecue at Ace Diamond's place out in Blythe for May 7th, but that turns out to be prom for the kid. So we've canceled it. We're not doing it. We'll move it to something else. It's going to be a long summer. We'll figure something out, but you have been officially notified. There was no official announcement, so you're lucky you're getting an official retraction, but you're getting one. But we could just be like the White House press corps, and we'll just circle back to that. Woodshed. All right, so 2 people. I got all the way up till 5 minutes to game time. Nobody was in the woodshed. Nobody. I didn't even have a reason to put Mrs. Fort Watton in the woodshed so that she could get herself out of the woodshed with one of her get out of jail free cards. No. Never even got there. But at the last minute, 2 things came up. One, did you hear that COVID was relinquished from airplanes? Yeah. A federal judge, I think it was in the circuit court down in Miami way, overturned the mandate that the federal government had said you have to wear masks on planes. So now picture this, and I saw this on a video today. The pilot receives information that, hey, the federal judge has overturned it. You don't have to have masks. So he walks back now, gets on the PA system, standing there looking down in the plane, all the passengers, right? And everyone's got their mask on because of COVID. There's a COVID rule. There's COVID on the plane. Can't have COVID on the plane. Don't breathe the COVID on the plane. COVID's on the plane. Everybody wear a mask. Stay as far away as you can. COVID, mask. He gets in and he says, hey, a federal judge just said we're all cool. Take your mask off. So now if the mask mandate was following science, how did they get rid of COVID off the plane? I mean, I heard part of it. I'm going to have to go play it again. Was it something like the guy says, hello, it's your captain speaking, COVID? They just passed a law in the federal court. You need to exit the vehicle. No, we're not stopping, but we're going to open a window, and we need COVID and all of your likenesses and your variants get the fuck out because we don't have to wear a mask anymore, so you got to leave. That was it. And within 10 seconds, everybody took their masks off, and they were cheering. COVID was gone. Hats off to that judge in Miami for having the balls to write his signature down to get rid of COVID from airplanes. Fucking gone, man. Shoom, digging it. Not sure what's going on. Not sure which way the science goes on that. But hey, there's been ups and downs and forwards and backwards and wherefores and what have yous. Fortunately, I'm keeping to a strict alcoholic regimen to be able to keep up with this for you folks. When you guys want the real answer, when you want the inside skinny, you got to wait and come here, and I'll give it to you straight. Judge had some power. Gen X mom. Judge had some power. COVID's gone. Captain relayed the message. COVID left. Mask came off. We were good. I don't know where that judge has been, but goddamn it, he needs to get back on some of the shit because he handles some shit. All right, so who's in the woodshed? Federal government's in the fucking woodshed. Yeah, that's right. I put them all there because I don't know what's going on, but it's very confusing to the common man, and there's nobody more common than me. And I'm confused about that. I know I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert, but Jesus H. Tap Dancing Christ, I can't tell which way's up and down anymore with what's going on. So fuck it. All of them are in the woodshed until we sort this mess out. All I know is I don't have to wear a mask on my next flight. So we're good. All right. Oh, now the last woodshed one. Like I said, there's only 2. We put the government in there. There one. The other one was he's a notorious. He's infamous around here. It's our very own. It's Lionheart. Yeah. I don't know. GL with permission. That was a kind of a the cover still. Here's one to catch it. If you want to catch it, fine for you. Choice of them. Yeah, dude, shut up. That's a boy. That dude is about as left wing as they come. Whatever, man. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, Lionheart, our resident bumblefuck. Yeah, him and Two Bear. They're thick as thieves. I'm not sure which one of them. No. Harley was right in there with him too. I read it. I'm gonna have to go back and read it again. I just got the highlights on my phone. I didn't dig too deep, but I know on the outside I'm supposed to be like, "Hey, man, hey." That's what I'm supposed to do. And, Will Smith with Jada Pinkett. Hey, man, what? Hey. On the inside, I was going, it's funny, but I don't want to wait for Gen X mom to bust my balls about it. I'd rather just come out. So what happened today was if you're a member and you saw the pictures of what Mrs. Fort Watton wonderfully did for all of us here, and to each and every one of us, we are thankful and grateful to her. But I posted some pictures I scrambled them together, and Kid put them up on Patreon. He put them up on the YouTube community thing. And not too long after that, I get the beep on my phone, which is why we're talking about this, that Gen X mom had an apron on. What did it say again? Gen X mom, something about naked and oiled. It had a picture of frying pan and an egg on this apron and said, "I'm naked and oiled" or something. And it was it's very cleverly done. And the picture's up there. She's wearing clothes. But then one of these jabronis said, "Sorry, I can't help but picturing her naked and oiled with just the apron on." So, like, my first reaction is, yeah, me too. That's funny. I guess if you know her, that's a possibility. But for them to say it, I'm like, "Hey, man, lying." I can't put them all in jail because they're all going to point the fingers at each other like a Mexican standoff. But I'm pretty sure Lionheart was in the thick of it. I'm pretty sure he was the instigator tonight. So we have to put him in the timeout chair. We got to put him in the woodshed and get his licks in. I got to take him out there and scold him and go, "Lionheart, I am so fucking pissed at you. I can't stand it. What you did was terrible. And if I ever see you do it again, I'm going to kick your ass." There, I have gone on record. If you play that audio back, okay, if you have to read that back as a transcript in court, you heard what I said. I can get a good read on that. That's going to get read back. Really, it's going to sound like Gen X dad was pissed and standing up for his girl. So there. Now, you don't play the video back. You read a transcript in court. They read it. The court clerk reads it back. And when they read that back, yeah, I'm very angry and very defensive. All right. So everybody's now we know Lionheart and the government are equals, and they're both in the woodshed, and they can just remain there for the duration of the show. All right. Jamie Smith. Whoa, I'm not sitting here with the feds. You best let me out. Ms. Fort Watton, please help me. It's not my fault. I don't even know if she's here. I looked. I didn't see her here tonight. I was scrolling through the green name. Oh, wait. Yes, she is. Yes, she's there. No. Oh, I should have known she's going to be here to bust my balls tonight. Ace Diamond, $10. Saturday, July 2nd. 2022 barbecue at my place here in Blythe. My 45th birthday. Let's make it happen, General. This is for the whiskey fund, bribe, and the drink. I will see. I have no idea what's going on. You know, when I plan stuff and I go, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. I guarantee Gen X mom was over there shaking her head, looking through the calendar. Where are we going? What do we have planned? I don't know. My job is to pay for it and drive everybody there safely and get them home safe. That's the limit of my existence. So yeah, Ace. We'll look into it. We'll see. Yeah, Ace, email Gen X mom. She just said that. Two Bear has changed his name again. My hypocrisy goes only so far. I would never say that looking over at Lion. Come on, man. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. I know you. Yeah, you would. Go look in the mirror and lie to yourself and tell yourself you wouldn't say it. You couldn't even lie to yourself. You'd bust up laughing at yourself because you know you're lying. All right. My hypocrisy knows no bounds. All right, where are we at? We're missing people here. Russell Sperry, we need more straight shooters like you on YouTube. Russell, come on, man. The truth is, the less of me you have, the better your day will go. Come on. Bobby Boucher, the judge was a woman? Hey, the judge was a woman. Far out. That even makes us even better. I dig that. I didn't know that. I assumed the judge was a man because I'm a male sexist asshole. But if it was a woman, that's great. Bobby Boucher, I did not know that. Well,
Bobby Boucher, give me a half-time button-up on bourbon bowl. Yeah.
You gonna say something in the wings? You actually gonna put your mug in front of him?
No, that's all that matters. Bow, Boucher.
Lionheart's pointing right back at Two Bear and said he did it too. I knew it. You know, you guys have left Harley out of this. And I know Harley was involved. I know there is physical evidence of you. I'm telling you, I saw it. All right. Tim and Indy, hit the like button. Hey, thanks, Tim. I do forget to whore myself out and tell you guys about the like button and tell you what we're talking about there. So, Mrs. Fort Watten's here. Kate, Two Bear, put the big red lips away because that can't be for me. It just can't. Hey, Mrs. Fort Watten, Marvelous Miranda, M. Dawson, everybody's saying, hey, kid, he's already gone. He's already left. He was.
He stepped on the.
Man, this studio audience is the worst to bring their dogs and shit. Okay, so Gypsy Fox, sorry she's late. Stephen B, what's up, you guys, with the peace symbol? I'm in. Anthony, Tony, no, you guys talking back and forth there. All right, so where are we at? We got through the announcements. We got through the woodshed. I didn't do anything for today in history. So now there was emails and some stuff that you guys were talking about. Boom, boom, boom. One of them, we talked about Gator Chris, and you guys didn't know who I was talking about or why.
Hey, well, there's a big old list over here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. And just now that you're here, what's up?
Oh, nothing now that I'm here. Is that why?
No, I mean nothing, comma. Now you're here. See,
Wow.
brought that around for you. That was good,
And
right?
you really had to flip yourself there. Is that,
No.
Yeah.
Clarify. I had to clarify myself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything?
No, I just wanted to pop in. Gen X One said, hey. I was like, yeah.
Oh, so you wanted to sit here over my shoulder, make sure I'm doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing a good job.
Are you doing a good job?
That's what I feel like.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I don't think you're feeling it, though, that you're still here.
No.
Chris Manley, good save. Diaper Monkey, they're on your side. Good save. Oh, M. Dawson says, oh, look, the talent has arrived. Did somebody just refer to him as the talent? That's a bunch of bullshit. Gypsy Fox, ask a question. You telling me to? Yo, guy, hello, General. Major shithead reporting for duty. Hey, yo, guy, just fallen ranks. You're okay. Just there's other shitheads back there with you, right behind me, so you're fine. All right. So Kevin Grimes, little Gen Z kid action there. Mr. Fatty, hello, Zio. Still on the Zio thing. There's a few, but they're still calling him that. I read all that. I got where that was going from. So, Danson Developments Limited. What's your favorite brand of power tool? We are DeWalt. I've been a DeWalt guy for a long time. When I was younger, it was Makita. They were one of the first ones to come out with cordless drills, and I was working on RVs. It was really helpful. I also am favoring, if I started replacing my tools right now, I might lean towards Milwaukee on some applications. Had some real good luck with some of their stuff, and it's real heavy duty. So, but DeWalt and Milwaukee would be my top two for home improvement needs. Yes, if you're going to ruin your house with a big hole in the wall and let your bathtub fall through the ceiling, nothing better than DeWalt or Milwaukee to help you get it done. That's what I always say. Barry Dano, today in history, this date fell on a Friday and I was drunk. Yeah, but Barry, that's recent history. That's like an hour ago history. That not quite what we mean when we say this day in history. We weren't talking about, you getting drunk an hour ago. Oh, God. All right. So you guys, mathematically impossible. Why the allegiance to the Broncos? Because in 1976, I was a young lad, 9 or 10 years old, and the Broncos were playing the Cowboys in a Super Bowl, and I got hooked on the Broncos that game, watched them the next season. I don't know, became loyal to them ever since. Them and the Rams. I love the Rams, but the Rams did leave me. The Rams, they packed up their shit, they divorced me, and they moved to St. Louis. They had a better offer from another guy, like the jilted lover. I was left out in the cold. Now the Rams did return to me one day. It took them 20 years. They did come back to me, begging and crying, going, "Hey, we shouldn't have left you, Gen X Dad. We're sorry." And I built them a brand new house. Yeah, you saw the SoFi Stadium. And I let my ex-wife of the Rams come back, and I built them a house. And they gave me a ring. Thank you very much. Got a ring they brought back and said, "Here, we got this for you." I said, "Thank you very much." So we're working on the recovery program of reunification between the Rams and myself. The Broncos never did anything to me in all those years. The Broncos have been faithful. They stayed in one spot. They moved a stadium about 300 feet. That's all they did. That's the worst that happened. No, I had a problem with the Rams. Yeah, I'm still feeling I still have the emotional scars, deep emotional scars from that. But as everybody, you've all been left before or done the leaving. You know what that separation's like. We're working on it. All right. So there you go. Oh, bomb. Avoid a hangover for a week. Stay drunk 8 days. Yeah. Barry, sometimes when you wake up the next morning, you got to bite the dog that bit you just to get back in the game, don't you? You do. You do. You do. Dum. So, skipping around, seeing everybody. Ace Diamond, Diver Monkey, Tugboat, Joey Goda, Pittsburgh Steelers for life. Yeah, I got a daughter who's a big Pittsburgh Steeler fan. I don't know where she got that from. As soon as I found out, I had to kick her out. And it was a pity she was only 4, but, I have rules. Proving the afterlife. Hi, Jen, reporting for duty. Afterlife, join the ranks. Rengar Lothbrock, enjoying having RW3. Oh, yeah. Now, you guys are. I'm not. Oh, my RW3. All right. I know where you're going. Two Bear, I have not yet begun to defile myself. Is this just a way for you to get me to say things like Doc Holliday? Because I'm gonna. Harley was behind everything. I confess Lionheart was framed. He's bringing all of us with him. You know what? We're just going to have to sort this out in Vegas. That's all I got to say. No more spaghetti for you guys. You're done. Danny Falwell, hello from England, UK. It's 2:30 in the morning. You helped me through my night shift. Great channel. Hey, Danny, I was on earlier at 6 o'clock your time, trying to catch a bunch of jabronis like me just coming home from work, kicking off their boots and throwing their coats on the rack. That's what I was trying to catch. But I'm glad you're here now. If I'm helping you through the night shift, man, I hope there's nothing else going on, because whatever it is, it would be more interesting than this. That's for sure. Okay, Ace Diamond says he emailed Gen X Mom. Good, we got that. Boom, 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 boom. William Sagriff, what traditional food does your family love to eat at supper time? We've learned to eat whatever Gen X Mom fixes. We've learned to eat without question, and I make the kids eat every bite of it. I don't care if you don't like it. You're gagging on it. You're going to fucking eat it. We took time to buy it. She took time to prepare it. Your dumbass is going to eat it. She fixes a lot of things. She'll fix anything from pork chops, scallop mashed potatoes. She'll do steaks. She has a wide variety. And in the last 2 or 3 years, she's expanded. She can cook almost anything. Every now and then she messes something up, and we all tell her, you messed this up, and we order a pizza. We're very honest around here. Yes, we are. Most of the time, it's really good stuff, and she really has a knack for inventing flavors. She'll do stuff, and it's kind of, you're thinking, it's going to be this, and then all of a sudden she's got her own design to it, and it comes out, and you're like, how did you make that? And she goes, I just changed it my way. Good stuff. Good stuff. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So don't Joe Haney. Gonna have to rewatch. You lost the signal. Good. I'm glad Joe Haney lost the signal. I don't got to hear all the goat shit now. Cameron from South Africa. It's 3:30 in the morning there. Insomnia is fun. Not well. Hey, Cameron, we're here to help. The sound of my voice will put you to turn it up a little bit, lay back down. You'll be out in 5 minutes. This is more boring than reading the newspaper in Braille. You're going to have a good time. It'll put you right to sleep. I promise you. You'll smile and drift away. What did I miss? Okay, so all right, let's go back and see what's going on up here. And we had other things. There's something I was going to say. Okay, one of the things I want to tell you guys, I told you before that when my mother-in-law passed away, it was a long, drawn-out process. She was just old, but it was very peaceful, and everybody got a chance to say something and communicate. It was not sudden, so everybody got to say their goodbyes. However, the thing that I only alluded to a couple of times that only a couple of you picked up on was that there was 2 years when she was just getting older and slowing down quite a bit. That was a long process. And I had the opportunity to have some wonderful conversations with just me. Nobody else in the room, just her and I. And we had a very good relationship. And she told me a bunch of family stuff that I don't think even her kids know. And I promised I wouldn't reveal any of it to anybody until after she was the services. So I still have time before I can even say what these things are. But I do have them. One of the things that I can share with you that she had pearls of wisdom. She was so smart about stuff. She could listen to you tell your story like you're complaining about something, and she'd wait for you to get done. And then within one sentence, she would set your course correction for you, because she knew all the bullshit you were saying. She knew what was really going on. She's waiting for me to shut up, and then she would have a course correction, and she was really good about it. phenomenal. So one of the things that I remembered today, I was thinking about some stuff, and I knew I could share with you was this. So I'm going to read you what I wrote down, and I'm sure you've heard this before. I'm sure this isn't an original thought, but I'm also sure that it was something profound from this old woman who just cut right to the chase. So she said, remember, she told me this. She says, remember when you die, don't just die with dreams, die with memories. And I kind of brushed that off for a quick second. And then I thought about it. Everybody's got dreams, and someday I'm going to go to Paris, and someday I'm going to go see, a Red Sox game. Someday they have all these things that they want to go do, and your bucket list. And that was her way of very quickly cutting through all the bullshit that I happened to be running that day. And she just said, just make sure you don't die with just dreams. You can die with memories too. And it was her way of saying, get out and do something. Get out and be something, and take a chance and go visit someplace you wanted to go. Don't die at home thinking of all the things you were going to do. She was right. In one sentence, she got it to me. There was more. She had a lot of those. And they came back to me when her time was getting close. A lot of them did, just so you know. Brandon Mitchell, my plan worked. Work called me hours ago, but I was already drunk. Cheers. Brandon, I just want to know the story. We talked about this earlier. When you're drunk and your work calls, just think of the cool shit you're going to tell them. Think of the story you're going to say. All right. So there you go. That was my mother-in-law, and just a super wise person. And I'll give you those pearls of wisdom one at a time every now and then, but that was one of hers. Joe Mama's Boy, $5. My whole screen turned green. Need some advice. Should I continue to work in the automotive repair industry, or should I become a history teacher? I'm stuck and I would like your advice. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, be a history teacher. And then I could go on for hours on why to get out of the automotive industry, but I will shorten it up. The automotive industry is changing intentionally to where at some point, everyone is going to take their car to the dealer. They're working as hard as they can year by year to actively, intentionally get the independent mechanic out, and they're going to succeed. There's no way to stop it. And you just got to trust me. I could sit here for hours and bore everybody out of their mind. Then when everybody would leave, you got to believe me when I tell you that there is a way for them to do it. The dealerships can do it. They are doing. The factories are designing it to where you can't afford the tools that you will need to work that you can't. Snap-on is no longer going to be able to make a universal power steering pump kit that covers everything. You just won't be able to. They're doing it on purpose. So they will phase you out of the industry. You want to get ahead of the curve, get out now. And now you know what I know. And you want to just buy older vehicles and work on those, do that. You don't want to have a computer every time you put a spark plug in. Do you know that there's a Mercedes, and I'm sure there's more now. When you know what a spark plug looks like, and you screw a spark plug in, it's in. Put the boot on it, you're done. Imagine that spark plug, as it goes in, has to stop at a certain point, facing a certain direction inside. The little curve the spark plug turns as it goes in, and let's say it has to stop facing up. And if it's facing down, the car won't run right. So you got to take it out, put a washer on it. So now it turns and it stops facing. You have to index spark plugs. Then you have to tell the computer with a new software update, there are new spark plugs in your engine. You're not doing that in your driveway. Nope, you're not. So yeah, there you go. Devin, I am late again. I really love listening to you and the regulars on here and the awesome wisdom that you bestow upon us. Please don't change a thing. Well, Devin, thank you for saying so, and thank you for the big red lip kiss and the pink heart and the flowers. And the owl's a little weird, but thank you. And just so you know, tonight's wisdom was brought to you by my mother-in-law. It wasn't from me. In fact, none of it really is. Everything I tell you is stolen. I haven't had an original thought in my head since 1973. Everything that I have, that I pass along, that I pretend is mine, and that I tell you, hey, I just thought of something for you guys. It's something I heard years ago. It's plagiarized. It's from a movie or TV or a song. I don't have anything up here. I am literally just a conduit of other people's great ideas. I guess you could thank me for that. Oh, my God. Oh, where do we go? Dirty Knobs. the right to repair. Farmers are fighting that. Really, how are they affecting the farmers? You think some of their equipment would still be pretty basic. I know it's advanced with air conditioning and all stuff, but you would think some of that is still pretty just simple with, hydraulics and engines and stuff and go. You wouldn't think it'd be too bad. I guess it would be. I don't know much about it. What do I know? Joey, dude, don't say that he's the general. You say thank you when you're getting something from someone. All right. Aaron, you guys can always find a way. Well, who knows? You don't know. Clayton Cook. My friends call my dad the general, so I know who the generals are. All right, I'm with you. Mine's an honorary title because you and we all got drunk that night a couple months ago, and we made all this shit up that night. So don't act like you don't know what's going on. Oh, no one says there's some tractors that drive themselves with GPS guidance. I guess, man, just keep them on the farm. You get that shit out on the road. I want to put it into the fucking wall. I see an autonomous vehicle. I see a driverless vehicle. I'm going to assume Skynet took over and it's on, and I'm already ready. So I will put you into the fourth wall at Daytona if I see a car driving itself. Yeah. So you better not be laying down in the back because you're going with it. Oh man. Two Bear. I'm afraid the strain was more than he could bear. Two Bear's done about 7 or 8 of them so far. I don't know. You guys made me a little self-conscious the other night because you guys didn't like my Al Pacino. That made me feel bad. I did the Al Pacino. Yeah, if I come into that kitchen and I see a cantaloupe on that table, I will lose my mind. I even did it where they couldn't see. Then they just had to hear it.
If I walk in and I see a cantaloupe on that table, I will lose my mind.
Okay, that's the kid. Mine's a little different. See, if I walk in to that kitchen and I see a cantaloupe on that table, I will lose my mind. Okay, that's not a terrible Al Pacino. Come on. It's bad. It's not totally bad, but but my Doc Holliday was probably way better. It probably was. Did somebody just call me an idiot? Of course I'm an idiot. What'd you think? You fucking drinking. Who's not an idiot? Fist for Watt, $2. Got Jack, drink up. No, Mrs. For Watt and I ran out of Jack. I don't have any. I'm sorry. You can't drink up. Oh, man, the number of ways she's going to call me a liar. All right, let's pour another glass. Come on now. Let's pour another glass. Let's get with it. Before we didn't like Will Smith, we used to say, get jiggy with it. I never said that, of course. And now that I don't like Will Smith, I don't ever have to pretend I didn't say it because I wasn't there. What? All right, Mrs. For Watton. This is for you. This is a thank you for everything you sent today, for the smile mainly that you put on Gen X Mom's face. She literally bounced around that kitchen for a while, putting stuff away and cleaning stuff up. Thank you for a moment of solitude and peace because it's well needed. It is. Thank you very much. This one, everyone drink a glass right now to Mrs. For Watton and all the gifts that she gave us today, and especially the kindness that she showed Gen X Mom. This is for you. All right. Oh, boy, that one got to me. That one's hit me. Woo! William Wallace, I'm with you on that. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate when William Wallace is around anytime. Chris Manley, what are your feelings on solar power? Yeah, I dig solar power. Absolutely. I got 47 panels on my roof of solar power. I got the linear module so I can add to it. I don't got to change my panel. I did a little homework. I think it's about the offset for how much you spent on them versus how much they're generating. I got about 2 more years and they paid for themselves. Good stuff. I dig it. I love solar panel. I just don't. It shouldn't be mandatory, and it's never going to replace good old fashioned electricity. I'm not doing it to join the green movement. I'm doing it to lower my goddamn electric bill. It's already a fucking 110 degrees where I live. Why not have the sun generate some power for me? It was just common sense, man. Mrs. Fort Watton, $20, and a beautiful smile mom has too. So this goes to her massage. You kids keep donating to her massage. She's already hit me up. Whenever we go to Vegas and we stay at the Red Rock, we have a routine that we go through. And one of them is that in the first morning we're there, she gets up and races down and gets a massage. She'll get a 2.5-hour massage with all the amenities, the chocolate strawberries and the champagne and whatever they do down there. And that's a real thing. So now you've made me mention that over the past few live streams. And so now she's like, well, do I have enough to get my massage? I keep telling her, no, they were just kidding. They want that to go to the whiskey fund. But you guys aren't. That's the problem, is that she knows I'm lying. So yes, Mrs. Fort Watton, I promise the money that you and a couple others have donated is going towards that, and I will pay for the rest. You guys have been more than kind for that. You've been wonderful there, especially Mrs. Fort Watton. So yes, she is going to go get the massage. I'm probably only going to get her the half hour with the blind guy who has arthritis, but that's all I can afford. She's still going, and it still counts. So shut up. Oh my God. Verona says it's because companies like John Deere now own the computers in their tractors, even when the tractor is paid off, and retain the rights to repair those computers. That cannot be true. That cannot there's no way that can be true. Maybe if you leased it, but you can't, no one can own something inside of what you own that makes what you own obsolete. That can't be right. That makes no sense at all to me. Joe Haney, $10, mom's massage. How about if you guys just pay me to give her the massage? Okay. I could do that. I'll take the money. I'll give her the massage. I'll tell you that it was great. We're done. Barry Dano, you never make a face after the jack, but you do after the cook. The cook must be harsh stuff. Is that really what I'm doing? I'm not even conscious of that, Barry. I can take the jack straight, but when I drink the training wheels, the Coke, then my face puckers up. I don't even realize. Now I'm going to be self-conscious. Now I'm going to put my hat in front of the camera when I drink. Barry, way to fuck up my evening, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Two Bear, you said you were done. I have two guns, one for each of you. That's when he says, a drunk piano player. You're probably seeing double. He says, I have two guns, one for each of you. Truly last one. Love the impersonations. Love you, brother. Thanks. $4.99 for the massage. Here we go. The fucking massage thing. You guys are on a kick about that. Oh, you know what? What did I read today? There was something funny. Shit. Well, I think it was on Twitter. The guy says, he said, okay, ready? Speaking of massages, he goes, now Gen X mom, you get a kick out of this one too. It's on Twitter, no picture, just a phrase. And he says, I'm not saying I'm a magician. I'm not saying I'm a magician, but I turned a massage into 2 kids and a mortgage. You see, he turned a massage into 2 kids and magician was the turning it. All right, never mind. If you guys don't get it, you don't get it. What the hell? Who's a member? Eric Leroy upgraded to the Legion of X. Eric, I'm sorry, man. Today we are all in little red wagons going down Mulholland, and we're about to hit the straights and the curves, and we're going over the edge. These wagons can only get so much control. You're in one, I'm in one. We're passing each other, but these little red wagons are about to hit the S curve down there at the lower 8th of Mulholland, and when you do, we're in trouble. You jumped in right at the wrong time. No one asked you to get into a little red wagon. No one asked you to go down Mulholland Drive. You're doing that on your own. I'm with you, but I'm stuck doing it. You volunteered. Oh, Brandon Mitchell, $5 for the Gen X massage. What? You guys know that she's within earshot. You know that, right? That fuckers, every goddamn. What happened to the whiskey fund? No, I know Mrs. Fort Watton but that's going to be gone soon. And then where am I going to be? Yeah. Chris Manley stepping up right there. $5 for the Tennessee Whiskey Fund. My man. All right. Oh, my God. What are we doing here? 1937 Hearst has upgraded membership to the Legion of X. You know, Hearst just joined the extras the other day. Now, you know what he just did with himself? He just took his little red wagon and zipped to the middle or the front of the line. He's getting closer to the front with that one right there. I don't know why you're doing that. By the way, thank you for sending me pictures of that Hearst. That fucking thing looks cool. If you ever want to leave that to anybody in your will, even in the unfinished condition, I would gladly accept the responsibility of finishing it for you and writing your name right on the side of it. Yes, I would. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't lie to you about something like that. Russell Sperry, Barry was 100% on point when he talked about the way you take a chaser. Okay, I thank you for making me self-conscious more about the chaser. I'll man up about my chaser. God damn, it was Barry and this Russell Sperry and everybody with 2 R's in their name giving me shit. Amanda Libby, mine. He's down there walking on water. Yeah, that Amanda's she's talking about another. He goes, anybody seen Wyatt? And Doc Holliday's laying under the tree. He goes, down by the river, walking on water. And the other guy was at he says, you ever seen anything like that? The other guy says, I haven't even heard anything like that. And the 2 guys that were talking were Texas Jack Vermillion and Turkey Creek Johnson. I think those are the 2. Yeah, if I'm right on that. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It feels an awful lot like being right. You never know. So, yeah, there we go. So did I get that right? Amanda, was I close? You guys are going to push me on Tombstone stuff. You're probably going to lose. Yeah, you have to bet some money and come up on the short end of the stick for sure. Charlie says, going and getting a massage is so much different than getting one from your spouse. Well, ain't that the goddamn truth? Everybody knows that. I almost said a bad thing and I didn't. See, I'm not drunk enough. I didn't get kicked off the air. Have a great night, everyone. Nail lover, do it yourself. Oh, I get it. DIY, do it yourself. Nail lover, she's leaving. Nails, we'll catch you in the next time. All right, we'll be here. You be here. Try it again. Mr. Fatty, it's not just John. God damn it, my screen jumped again. Hold on. I'm trying to read everything here. Mr. Fatty, hold on. Let me get back to it. Mr. Fatty says it's not just John doing this. All the manufacturers doing it. Deere is the worst. Wow. Yeah, I can't believe that you guys are telling me it's true. Verona says that's why I have a Kubota without a computer. John Deere is being sued because of the software ownership. Hope they lose on that. I mean, I like John Deere, but Jesus Christ, you can't. You're talking about fucking it to the Americans, regular people. You can't do that. No, I'm mad about that. All right. So going back to who we are, who we were, and who we forever shall be. Harley says, oh, I wasn't as sick as I made out. You guys just got the lines coming. I know right what you're talking about each time. Now, there's Junior Dog. Do you guys see what he wrote? He's just above Jamie Smith's $2. Jamie Smith, those favorite scene from Tombstone. I don't know. There's a lot of favorite scenes from Tombstone. Jamie, there is. But go back up to Junior Dog. Look what he wrote. He wrote, I'll be your huckleberry. Now, you guys all say, and I'll be your huckleberry, like your stand-in, your huckleberry. But you know that he's actually right, that the way the script was written and hucklebearer, that's an actual term of something a person is going to do for you. It's an actual thing. I'm not giving it away, but J-Dog's not wrong. Now we all go, I'll be a huckleberry, and we let it go and go on. But he's actually right because huckleberry sounds better than hucklebearer, but he's not wrong on that. And that's like the only person in, I'll bet a year of doing these live streams, and Tombstones come up time and time again. I'll bet J-Dog's the only one who got that, who's even mentioned that. He's not wrong. Yeah. You guys trip over that one for a little bit and come back and scream at me because you're going to be wrong. And J-Dog going to be right. I'm going to stand behind J-Dog. All right. Matthew Parga, he just wrote Phoebe Cates. Okay, Matthew, ready? Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates. How'd I do? Not really an impression. That was an impression of me watching the movie. Yeah. Vato Loco dropped in $1 and it's going in the whiskey fund. He did not designate where that went. Going in the whiskey fund. All right. So, the Randall Boy, Doc Holliday says, in vino veritas. Johnny Ringo says, Ajay Gorajis. Doc says, creda Judas appella nonego. Johnny Ringo says, now that's the one I don't get right. But Doc Holliday says, that's Latin, darling. Apparently, Mr. Ringo is an educated man. Now I really hate him. Yeah. So there you go. You guys want an impression that I can do that Gen X mom hates? Hates? All right. You got to tell me the movie. I'm not going to tell you anymore. I'm going to cover up the screen. I'm going to do this spot on perfect impression. And all I want is the name of the movie. Now you can tell me the actor. I'll be impressed. But this is the one, all right? And I'll do 2 or 3 lines. I'll make something up. I'll talk about you people or something. I can do, yeah. I don't even got to do a line from the movie. I can do it so well. I can just make shit up. Ready? Ready? I like me some French fried potatoes. They should go down there and get some. Little fella like you ought not to worry about stuff like that. Some people call it a slick. Well, I don't call it a sickle. Mrs. Forwatton, she sent some groceries. Everybody liked them. Nobody likes Two Bear. Two Bear and Harley, Lion, bunch of little assholes. You ought not to hear words like that from me. I saw them bearing down on me and I didn't know what to say. I'd like me some French fried potatoes with mustard on them. You got any biscuits? There you go. Come on. Don't tell me I'm wrong on that one. Ain't nobody going to go, don't quit my day job. It's not Lawnmower Man. Yeah. Okay. Did I do good on that one? Is that good? Okay. Come on. Give me a little bit of there. Ain't got no gas in it. I should just do the whole night talking to you guys like that. I have sent a small amount for the kid, for the goat, for Gen X mom, and now for the hangover fund. Let's go Sling Blade. Oh, Clayton Cook. Yeah, you have a ton. Oh, you guys. I'm telling you, I can do that. And the moment I do it, Gen X mom will stare you down, put a beam of laser from her eyes. She didn't like that at all, especially if you do it in the middle of an intimate moment. She will kick you fucking in the balls, get rid of you, get dressed, and leave. She'll take a cab and go somewhere else. You cannot do that. That is the worst one. Yeah. But since you guys brought up Billy Bob, there's another one. Ain't got no gas in it.
Stop it.
She was outside when I did all that. She's sitting there now. She just yelled, stop it. I did one line and she yelled at me. You forgot you forgot you like potted meat. I must have missed that one, man. I didn't get it. All right, so I can't do any more. She's in the house. I can't do that. No. Matthew probably listens to my Sling, but he goes, was that Pamela Anderson?
No.
I can see how you would mistake me for Pamela Anderson. I get that a lot. Oh, Mrs. Forwatton, Mrs. Forwatton just went way back, not Sling Blade. She says, I like the way you talk. It's similar to Sling Blade, but that's from the early 70s. He was like the way you talk. You got a pretty mouth. Oh, I know. The kid said that to him. He says, I like the way you talk. I got it. But the original from that, Mrs. Forwatton, was back in Burt Reynolds, and they're going down the river with the Deliverance. Thank you, Gen X Mom, with the banjos. Which really, when some of you speak, I hear banjos in my head. That's what I think of you guys, you backwoods Kentucky holler. Harley says I nailed it, so I'm done taking my compliments. He said I nailed it. I'm done. I got it. I'm just scrolling back to make sure I didn't miss anything, you guys. We don't have Allie tonight, so I'm doing this on my own. Looks like I covered everything. Looks like I got it right. Chad Young gave me a 6 out of 10. Come on, man. That's a 6 out of 10. There's something wrong with your computer speakers that's holding you back, man. Joe Mama's Boy said, thank you for your advice. I'm 19 and have felt lost because I don't want to be stuck doing something that I don't enjoy. Well, Joe, I'll give you some more advice. I always tell my children, as every father should, find what you're passionate about. Find what you enjoy doing. What is the cliche that they throw out? If you find a job you really enjoy, you'll never work a day in your life. Bullshit. Now we're going to go to some Gen X dad moment here. Okay. If even there's probably a few jobs out there that you would love so much that you might feel that way. Now, that's your half of 1% over here. You want the real story? I tell my kids, train for a job that you find it interesting, that will provide an air-conditioned place for you to work in the summer, that is heated in the wintertime, because after 30 years, whatever it is you're doing, you're going to hate it. You're going to be sick of it after 30 years of doing it. I don't care how much you love doing it at 19 years old, but when time you get to, 50 or 60, you're going to, this job sucks and I'm tired of doing it. There are rare occasions. There are, but there's a lot of them that turn out where you just like grind. I got to stop. I won't do this no more. I got to stop. And those are the guys who end up stopping off at the bar or the pub every night on their way home with 300 other blue collar dudes blowing off steam before they go home, so they don't do something drastic like, burn the house down. Yeah. So I will tell you the advice of I would love for you to find something you enjoy doing, and I would love for you to work every day of your life and never feel like it's work. However, find some place that it's comfortable to work. You know, when you're a mechanic, it is not comfortable working in 110 degrees. It's not comfortable working in 30 degrees. And that's what you end up doing when you're a mechanic because no garages are perfectly sealed up and there's outside air coming in all the time because you always have to have the doors open and close, open and close. So there's my real world street level nuts and bolts advice. You know, find a job that pays you $400,000 a year that you can be in an air conditioned office in the summer and a heated office in the winter, and you can afford to take your family on vacations and go experience anything you want. Go do that. That's what I tell my kids. And I don't mind if they pursue their dreams and their ambitions, but I throw that out there to remind them it's okay to be comfortable in life if you want to. Some advice no one ever gave me, which is why I live miserably. I scream at my children, and you guys are stuck here talking to me. Yeah, it's true. I don't know if that's a good advice or not. Bum, bum, bum. Russell said his nephew is named Wyatt because of Tombstone. That's very cool. I dig that. J Dog, tell Gen X mom that you love her in Billy Bob's voice. Gonna keep saying it till I get yelled at. No. You guys would have to have fat stacks of you'd have to pay me to do that. She doesn't like that. Now, J Dog, I didn't bring this up. You did. She does not like that. She would be mad at me for doing that. Yeah.
Tell J Dog I answered his email that if he go back, I finished off his question.
J Dog, go check your email. Gen X Mom says Gen X Mom really fucked that delivery up. Here's what she said. She raised her hand. She goes, tell J Dog to go check his email because I answered what he was, and I finished him off. His email. I'm like, you what? And then she recalibrated and said, just tell him to go answer his email. I finished off what he was asking me. Oh, that sounds a lot better than you just finished off J Dog. Thanks for clearing that up. I'm telling you that I can't do that in that voice. She would be very mad. That's something that's like nails on a chalkboard for her. She gets up, she'll leave the room. She will go upstairs and slam the door, lock the door, put a chair into the doorknob. You're not understanding the level of anguish that gives her. So if you think I'm just going to do it for the fun of it, no fucking way. Major Hawker has been a member for 2 months. Bottom of the Glass Nation. I need a good sipping whiskey or bourbon. I hate peach, so no peach ones. Also, glad I made it for a live stream. There God, there's got that basil one in there. It's a good one to show you. I'm stuck and comfortable in old number 7. And when we get out into the garage from the big shows, I'm going to have my cigar. I'm okay with that. And Isla del Sols, you're going to love those too. I'd have a tough time recommending some stuff to you. There's so many fine whiskeys and bourbons out there. I'm just kind of stuck in my ways. Yeah. Apple pie, hot dogs, whiskey. Yeah. American flag. Sorry. That's where I'm at. Bum, 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 bum. Two Bear just writes 1985. I don't know what that means, but okay. Anthony Tony says, but what if you're not attractive enough to be a porn star? Then don't, Anthony Tony, don't sell yourself short.
It's not about being attractive. It's about the package.
Gen X, Anthony Tony wrote, but what if you're not attractive enough to be a porn star and make money? Apparently Gen X mom wanted to answer that. She goes, it's not about how attractive you are. It's about the package. I would know personally. I don't watch a lot of porn. That could be true or it could not be. I will defer to the person that knows. Or she's talking about an ex-boyfriend that I don't know about. So,
Sorry.
oh,
I need to go away.
what are you drinking over there?
You know what? I needed a good laugh.
You did. Well, you gave everybody a good laugh. There's people writing this shit down now.
I had to have a good laugh.
All right. Your Biden come on man was 10 out of 10. Thank you. I got something right. I can imitate 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Bum, 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 bum. Scrolling, it jumps, scroll me. Pogo the dog. I'm not sure what your trip is tonight, man. You're saying a bunch of stuff that YouTube's blocking. Seems kind of dumb to me. I mean, we got along pretty good before, but I'm not sure where you're going with this. So I'm kind of leaving that out. Boom. Who just jumped to Jamie Smith? Can you do Gollum, Lord of the Rings? Mel hates Gollum. I think it'd be awesome as a threat to keep. I can't do Gollum. I have a son that can not only sound like Gollum, say the lines like he strips down to his bathing suit and crawls around the house, looks like Gollum to where you believe it. Yeah, something. It's really fucking weird, but he was good at it. All right. Don't. What I miss? What I miss? Yeah. Who won Two Bear shirt? I got a. Allie knows. Allie was on last night. Yes, I got Two Bear shirt pulled aside. Somebody won Two Bear shirt in Vegas. I'm gonna have him sign it. Yeah, and then we're gonna give that away. You got one of the highest ranking extras in the Legion of X at the bottom of the Glass Nation, Two Bear, and you're gonna get his shirt. That's something to say. Yeah. It's really cool that everybody bid on it because it's you. There's only one of them. That was it. He paid for one. I made one, and that was it. All right. I can't. I'm lost on some of that. Bob. Allie's on vacation. Yeah, Allie's visiting her parents, and her parents do not approve of me, the show, or the program, so she can't even sneak and do it, or her dad will take her phone away and send her to her room. So she got to be careful. Yeah. I told her to get a burner phone. And then my wife asked me what a burner phone was for. And I said, I really don't know. I heard about it. There were some guys in here, Harley and Two Bear and Lion and Sperry were talking about a burner phone. I mean, they're the burner phone people. I don't know what a burner phone is. So yeah. Oh my God. Tori Kozer. You pulled that. Tori pulled something from our England live stream earlier from London. Be a decent human being or I'll beat the shit out of you. Oh, Kozer. How'd you even remember that, man? That was many drinks ago. We talked about making a t-shirt. I don't know how we got off on the topic. We did a live stream earlier today, and it was a lot of people from across the pond. It was there was in London and Ireland and Scotland and Wales and a couple people from France and Germany. We're having a good fucking time. I wasn't drinking because it was the early morning for me, 10 a.m. They were drinking, but somehow we got off on something where we talked about, and it was collectively, we talked about, you need to be a good person. You need to be a good human. So finally I said, you be a good human or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. We talked about putting my face on a t-shirt like in black and white and me going like this was one of those things. And the phrase was saying, be a good human or I'll beat the shit out of you. We talked about making that a t-shirt. Tori, I'm glad you brought that up. I totally forgot about it. I never wrote it down. I didn't even write it down. I needed to do that because we could mock up a shirt like that and see if anybody wanted it. Be funny. You give it to people, say, be a good humor. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Oh, my God. Okay, now I'm starting to drink because I like it. I should stop right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, stop right now. Fuck it. Nope. Was that better? You guys have me all self-conscious about it now. Was that better? Fuckers. Oh, where was I? Somebody said that we had a great channel, and then I missed it. Somebody said you had your channel was tits. Somebody said my channel was tits, and I know that's a true thing because it had the word tits in it, and then now I don't know where you went. All right. Vado Loco, let's kick some dancing cowboy ass. God, Vado, you're bringing up, you guys are remembering all the shit from before. I'm not the dancing cowboy. My mom insulted me and said, learn how to dance. That dude's got way more followers than me. I mean, he's handsome, he's strong, he's attractive. He's got a buckle this big and he can dance. What have I got? It's just not enough. Oh, Two Bears said story time. All right, let me scroll to the bottom. What did I miss? Sports domination. Hey, Gen X, I bought a house at 20 years old and I'm pretty proud, but I'm studying business administration and do not know my next move. I have a good job, but I want to do something more. Any advice? No, because anything I would say to you would fuck up what you're doing. Whatever led you to this point right now and you're contemplating the future, go with your gut, man. Your next move is your next move. Don't let me detract from you because I promise you I will. I will fuck up your whole world. I would tell you, go invest in Oreos and buy all the colors you can. That's not right. You need to go do you need to go make your move and come back and tell us what you did so the dumb jabronis like me can follow along, man. I'm digging where you're at, man. Just stay true. Whatever you feel, lay out your options and go with your gut. It got you this far. The fuck you asking me for, man? You're on top of things. Go. I'm not kidding on that. I'm not just getting out of the conversation. I'm delicately telling you, you fucking got it, man. Go. All right. Where am I? Oh, you guys would buy that t-shirt if I did that? Gen X Mom, did you write that down anywhere?
Nope.
Are you going to write that down anywhere?
Nope.
Are you? Could you please write that down somewhere?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're fucked on that. Somebody send me an email with the phrase or I'll forget. Because Gen X Mom pulled the trigger and just like, nope, 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 nope. Be a good human or I'll beat the shit out of you. Just think at how many rallies in Washington and New York and all that you could pass those out to those screaming kids in their pink hats and shit and just their big thick glasses and their short hair and they're screaming. Just throw the shirts out to each one of them. Be a good person or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Oh my God. Oh, Matthew says, no, you just turned it down, but you can turn it up. I can't turn it up to cowboy level. I've tried. I can't. I'm just not that guy. Oh, Sports Domination says, Gen X, thank you. I don't have anyone in my life to give me props on getting my house or going through college, etc. For you to tell me I'm doing good helps me a lot, more than you know. Well, for the first time tonight, I wasn't lying. You do you, man, and then keep in touch. We all want to know, especially me. All right. Lionheart says, talk shit, get hurt. Yeah, okay. All right. Story time. Let me see. And we did the bicycle story the other day. Well, you know what? We could I'll tell you two stories. One of them you're not going to believe. All right. And I'm gonna talk here, so I'm gonna miss some stuff there. I'm gonna finish off this one right here, and I'll pour myself another one. But we're on the same page now. Okay, so yeah, all right. This story is for free. You don't got to do any donations for this story because this one's about me. The story you want to hear that you want to pay for, that's about Gen X Mom, and she can't stop me because I'm drinking, and I'm bigger than she is. I am afraid of her, but so what? So I want to give you one more toast. This is for everybody out there who's thinking twice about what they're doing and thinking three times because of you, me, and Upside Down. I'm telling you right now, you're not alone. Right now, Frank and everybody else, we're sitting together because I'm the general, but I'm just an extra like the rest of you. I am an extra in life. I'm just a jabroni the same as everyone else. Raise a glass right now to all of us extras. We are the Legion of X. We reside in the bottom of the glass nation, and the truth, our truth, the personal truth, is at the bottom of this glass. I don't want to drink this alcohol. No. But I want the truth, and you deserve the truth. Therefore, I'm socially obligated to go get it. Now, I will drink and tell lies. You will drink and accept those lies. You will believe everything I say because you're drinking. I will believe everything I'm telling you because I'm drinking. Do you see how this works? Doesn't it all fit perfectly? What other program out there has such a symbiotic relationship? I submit to you, none. It's us. To you guys. No chaser. All right. I have a confession. As part of my story tonight. I've never told you guys this. In fact, I think only my close family knows. I don't think any of my friends even know. So what I'm about to share with you is disturbing. It's true. And it's a little confusing, okay? I'll explain these things in the right order, but this is important. You guys have seen X-Men or heard of X-Men. You know that they're mutants. Even if you don't like the programs, you don't like the show, you don't like the comic books, fine. But let's just understand the premise that it's a person, a human, that has a mutation. And some can fly, and some can turn to aluminum plating, and some can manipulate fire. Everyone has a special mutation. It's something that is different, that is above a normal human being. They have a mutation, and then they have to learn how to use it. All right. Who cares about mutations now? Who cares about X-Men? Don't get all hung up. Don't hang up because I'm letting you know the premise. Ready? The confession, the beginning of the story. I have a mutation. Yes, I do. Now I know you're going to think this is some dick joke or something. It's not. This is a real mutation. And that's the disturbing part. Now, it's always the truthful part, which I have one. The disturbing part is that I have one. Now, I'll describe the mutation to you, but I want to preface it by saying, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use this mutation. I'm not sure if I'm just too old and the mutation is going to go away. Maybe it would have developed into something bigger, but it's not. I'm a little confused, but I want to tell you, it is a real mutation, and no one has been able to explain it. So I'm going to describe this mutation. A little bit gross, kind of dumb, but because it's a real mutation, that sets me apart from everybody you know, because you don't know another mutant. Now you don't know one. All right. You guys know what you guys ever seen a rose bush? A real rose bush, and you've gotten a thorn on a rose bush. And a real thorn on a rose bush looks kind of like a shark fin coming right out of and it's the hardest part. The stem you can break, the branches you can break, but the thorns are different than the entire rose. They are hard as a rock. You can break them off, but then when you try to break them apart, you got to get a knife or some pliers to crack because they're hard. They're different than every other part of the rose bush. All right, you with me so far? Okay. I grow thorns out of my face, out of my neck. It grows with my beard, and all of a sudden, a little thorn will appear. And if I let it grow, it turns into something a little substantial, and Gen X Mom can grab a pair of pliers and pull it all the way out, and it looks like a little baby shark tooth, and it's a thorn. Yeah, and it bleeds and it hurts a little bit. Doesn't bother me. She can pull it right out of my skin, and I'm fine. She was doing one today, which is why I remember to tell you guys. And I can go for months and not have any, and then I can have 4 or 5. And if you grab me by the throat, you're gonna fucking get stuck. It'll hurt you. I'm not making it up. It hurts like a motherfucker. I've had people grab my throat and go, "Shit, what the fuck is that?" Just playing around, and I'm going, "Well, it's a little thing I got." It's a real mutation. I don't understand it. I've taken those art. I've hit them with hammers before and had them not break on the first 2 or 3 tries. Don't know what it is. I know you're going to have all these theories, and doctors say, "Well, it's ingrown hairs, and it's when 12 hairs." I'm telling you, thorns like we have to be 1,000 hairs. That's how big they are. That's how strong they are. I have a mutation. I am an X-Man. I am a mutant. I don't know what to do with that. I can't get in the movies with that. What are they going to call me? Thorn neck? I can't go anywhere with this. Rosebud face? I can't do anything with it. So it's kind of stupid, but it's real. And now each one of you knows a genuine X-Men mutant with a real power. Now we go to Vegas. Don't walk up and go, "Can I check your face? Can I feel your beard?" I mean, unless you're a girl, yes, and you knock yourself out. That's a real thing. Now I've shared that with you, and now you know it. Don't tell anybody else. It's kind of personal, but it's a real mutation, and it really exists. Now, how can I prove to you that it's a real mutation? Because Gen X Mom was sitting right here at the table, and when I start telling you bullshit, she says bullshit, and she starts yelling and poking. No, you're telling them lies, and you didn't hear her say a word. Yeah, I offer that as proof. I submit to you that I am the only real mutant that any of you knows. True story. All right, let me scroll back. I know you guys got it. I get it. You guys have to absorb this. I get it. Every one of you pulled back from your screen a little bit. You're starting taking some deep breaths. I got you. Those of you who are token, smoking, joking, and stroking, took a little breath on that one and set your roach clip down. I got you. I know that women went like this. The wine glass got filled. They never took their eyes off me. I got it. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to upset you. When I tell you about something like that, it's real. It's personal, and now you know. Okay. Whew. All right, what I missed? Hold on, scrolling up. I missed some stuff here. And who did I miss? Drink, damn it, please. $2 for Mrs. Forwatton. Shit. All right. Hold on. I'll go back up. I know that I missed a couple colors, you guys. I was talking. I missed the drinking. Hear it? Yeah, I'm pouring it. I'm telling you. All right. So, Mrs. Fort Watton, I will drink. Barry Dano, in case you have forgotten the biker's prayer, as I lay down the rubber down the street, I pray for traction that I can keep. But if I spin and begin to slide, please, dear God, protect my ride. Yep. Barry, you heading off into the night? I got you, my man. And thank you for that. And that you just don't want your bike fucked up. I can recover from the hospital. So, all right. What else did I miss? Jamie Smith. I did Gollum. No, I guess I didn't miss that much. All right, scrolling down. Now we had the one. That was the free one and the drinks. And what I missed there? There's some guy in here called Best Cams, Hot Girls and Boys. Oh, come on, man. You know you're gonna get punted on. Don't do that shit. You know, if I wanted to promote a website with hot women on it and stuff, I'd give you where my wife posts all her pictures. No, I wouldn't do that. Joe Haney, drink another. Miss For One wants me to drink another. Okay, here we go. So another drink. That story was for free. I didn't. You know what? I didn't hear one comment on my story. Not one on there. I'll look back. You bet you motherfuckers were all talking to each other. Okay, so that was old. Don't do it. Chris says. Chris Mulaney says I didn't subscribe to feel anyone's thorny neck. Chris, I'm with you, my man. Oh, okay. So nobody wants to feel my neck. Oh, Verona just said I'm a big prick. Yeah, well, technically, is that going to be my mutant name? All right, it's a true story. I'm not. Oh my God. All right, so I'm drinking, but that's a true story. That why would I make up that as my mutation? Wouldn't I pick something cool? Who would invent that? All right, so we're back. I am a Gen X-Man, Michael Newman. Thank you for that acknowledgement. That's right, I am. And don't piss me off or I will unleash my mutant powers. All right. Joe Haney says, drink another. I just did. Mr. Fort Watton says, just call me Thorn. Like Thor, but I have an N. I'm Thorn. I like that. Noster Rex says, big prick. You guys are hung up on that. All right, whatever. Stephen Danielson, you are so original, my man, a good father and a real guy. Fuck you. That's what he told me. Fuck me then. Let's go. Oh, General X Big Prick is your mutant name. All right, I get it. Oh, yeah, I set myself up for that one. I got it. Oh, man, that was funny. Oh, man, let's get it. You got to go. All right. All right, so what am I missing in here? Oh, somebody had a birthday. Lisa had a happy birthday, and I missed it. Let me look. Let me try. Phil Wilbur says boobs. Now I've been drinking so much, I'm with you on the boobs thing completely. I am. I'm looking for Lisa's. I try not to miss anything. You guys know I try, but I must have missed something here. Mrs. Fort Watton said boobs. That's bold. Come on, man. Well, Lisa, I can't find it. Somebody said she had a birthday, and Lisa Catillo's birthday, and she said, say my name. Lisa Catillo's, fuck, I'm fucking that up, aren't I? Lisa Catillo's birthday, and she said, say my name. Lisa Catillo, happy birthday. I sincerely apologize for missing what you wrote. I try to read every one of them. I'm not very good at it. I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. Things get by me. Thank God there's people like Mrs. Fort Watton and others to correct me and push me back on track, because now I'm saying the right thing, doing the right thing. I have no idea how old you are, but happy birthday. I hope you did everything you wanted to this last year, because whatever age year you that's it. You're done. You can't go back and say, oh, I want to do that. No. And this year, whatever you're supposed to do at this age, you better plan it out now. All right, and here go my dogs, and no one's out there shutting them up. So they're going to scream and yell and holler, and all I can do is try to talk over them. God damn dogs. Joe Haney puts $5. All hail General Thorn. You know what? You guys, Okay, we don't need to stick with that. It was just that was a sensitive moment for me. That was a consoling moment. I was trying to, bond with you guys, and you guys are now making fun of me and calling me Big Prick and General Thorn, and it really hurts my feelings. Yeah, I had a few feelings left, and you guys just trampled on the last few I had. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Oh. Okay, what did I miss? Don't. And we got that one. We got that one. And Mrs. Fort Watten's back in with $2. Lisa Castillo. I feed it up. Sorry, Lisa. I still don't know what I missed, but I missed. And I'm sorry. Okay, so there was the big reveal. And now you know. Chuck Brownson having a beer with me. There you go, Chuck. Chuck, you're way behind. I demand that you drink that beer down all right now and pop a lid on another one right this minute. You're behind. Whew, you guys got me going. All right. So, hey, Circle K. Look who's here. Circle K's in. Circle K's got a big beer. You're way behind Circle K. You're going to have to catch up, my man, because you aren't even close right now. All right. So, where was I at? Damn, autocorrect fucked it up. All right. Thorny Devil. Yeah, J-Dog. I go with that. Ricky Fat Boy smoking a few and then more shots before I go back to bed. It's been a hell of a long day. I bet it has. All right. So that story was the one I'm allowed to tell. I got 3 or 4 right now. Let's just skip over to the ones that don't require any denominations to put me to the test. Oh, Blaine Vaughn? Joe, I don't know what that one means. Blaine Vaughn, unless you're talking about someone else in here. Unfinished Business says he's traveling, can't have a beer. We'll drink an extra one for you. Well, I'll drink a shot. They can drink beers. In every marriage, there is a rose thorn. Pogo, yeah, that would be me in this case. All right, hold on. Gen Z kid just sit down across from me with his headphones on. He's nosing the computer like he's doing something serious. I know what he's doing, but I'm going to find out right now. What are you doing? Wow. He's editing. That means you guys should get to see something important in the not too distant future.
Yeah, you put pressure on me. Now I have to do it.
That's right.
Give up halfway through.
All right, you guys. So we've been on an hour and a half. Should we call it a night? Should we call it done? I gave you guys the story, the mutation story. I told you about it. And how much am I allowed to say about Gen X mom stories in front of Gen Z kid who just sat back down right now? I mean, not sure where you can go with that. You can't really say much. Not that he doesn't already know, but it's just kind of impolite. What was that one? Jamie, Mrs. Fort Watton for the second moderate when Allie's not around. All respect. Yeah, we're going to need another moderator for sure because Allie's on thin ice. Yeah, she's done some terrible things. You know why she's not here? I keep telling you she's visiting her parents, and her parents don't like me, so she can't come on and moderate because if they see her associating with me, then it's all bad for the family. It's not true. Her parents love me. They love me like a son. Yes, they do. The problem is that Allie's in jail right now. She used her one phone call to call me and say, I can't moderate, and then it disconnected. I tried to call it back, and they said you can only call collect, and jail has to accept the charges, which they wouldn't do. Yeah, sorry, that's where it's at. Joe Haney, he asked, Mrs. X asked if you were feeling thorny. Yeah, I am all the time, but I don't know what that means. Chris Manley says, Chris Manley says, $2, don't quit yet. Well, getting close. Pogo says, like father, like son, just do it. Fat Boy. Oh, and by the way, I want a 6L shirt that says be a good human. All right, I will do the be a good human thing. Hold on. I will make my notes right now. Hold on. Let me do it. Make my notes. Let me do it real quick here. Stand by, citizen. Where'd it go? There's something. Oh, there it is. Windows is hard. I get lost on shit. Hold on. I will do it right now. Let me scrolling up. Let me do my own thing. Come on, man. Give me a break. Now, if you guys want to tip the dancing bear and the dancing monkey while I'm doing this, you go right ahead. I'll get to it in a minute. All right. Now I'm back to my stuff I got to do. I'll put it right there at the top. Here it is. Be a good human or I'll beat the shit out of you. All right. I got it. Now it's in there. I got it. It's on tomorrow's agenda. I put it in the right spot. I can't. You know what? If those shirts actually sell, what does that say about you guys and me? What does that say? Oh, Joe Haney, be a good human or I'll beat your ass. Hey, Joe Haney, $2 for the whiskey fund. All right, you guys, I'm in. I'm in for a little bit longer, but decent human. Jack Pine Savage, your thought on extraterrestrials? Well, how would I say that? Hold on. Yeah, that guy with that. What is somebody's coming in with that shit? That's just stupid shit. There was a way to report that. Whoa, thanks for shooting community guidelines. Okay, cool. Oh, Blaine says, does Gen X mom ever ask if you're feeling thorny? Not anymore. Nah, we were younger, yeah, but now she just knows. It's a given. Latchkey Kid has been a member of the Bottom of the Glass Nation for 2 months. Cheers and story time. I'm getting there. Ryan Holloway, $4.99. We'll put that in the fund, the whiskey fund. Thank you. So you asked about extraterrestrials. The only thing, I don't know, my father-in-law who hated me, my father-in-law didn't like me at all. And he helped build, he was one of the designers of the SR-71 Blackbird. And he'd been to Area 51 100 times. Flew out there on those unmarked jets. That was his gig. He lived right next to Burbank Airport, and he worked for Lockheed for 40 years. And those jets would take off and land at McCarran, pick up other people, and head out to Area 41. He would never tell anything about it ever. You couldn't pry that out of him when he was drunk off his ass. He still would not tell you any of the secrets of Area 51, Area 51. Sorry, Area 51. I'm drinking. Shut up, I'm drinking. And or anything he knew. However, he believed in aliens and extraterrestrials like you couldn't believe. When the computer age came around, he was all over the research, the science, the pictures. He'd download the stories. He would print out the pictures. That was a big thing for him. So you got to give a little bit of latitude to a dude who designed one of our best airplanes, knew all of not all of, but quite a few of the secrets of Lockheed, the government, and Area 51. He was there 100 times. He knows. There's stuff he knows. And even though he never tell you anything, he very, very, very much believed in extraterrestrials. So I doubt that there was a team of people at Area 51 that their job was just to run around and go, guess what? I'm not going to show you, but there's aliens over there. There's not a propaganda team over there running around telling people that. Whatever he derived in his level of intellect, which was way up here, and I'm way down here, he derived from his personal knowledge and experiences being in that industry. I know cars. You know what you do, whatever area you're in, whatever field you're in, you know that area pretty well. You know what, if you're in construction, you know construction. If you're in automotive, you know automotive, plumbers, electricians. You guys know all the tricks of the trades and the rights and the wrongs, the ins and the outs. You know the whole shit. All right. Well, he was in aerospace. You take that what you will. Hell, if my wife gives the okay, I'll buy 2. You still talking about those shirts. Adam John says, I want my money back. All right. Adam, did I miss your money before? Yeah, Alan, I reported that too. Mrs. Fort Watton's in the boob thing again. All right. Adam John says, I want my money back. He wants his $2. Now, if he's not going for a movie code, I'm going to have to scroll all the way back up and see what I can find for Adam. This is Joe Haney's tooting for whiskey. Chris says, don't quit. Mrs. Fort Watton said, you said 2 stories. Yeah, but I might have lied. Okay, I'm scrolling back up. Did I miss him? Adam wants his money back. I don't see it anymore. I'm still looking. I'm looking for money from Adam. Talking about Lisa with the happy birthday. Joe Haney says, all hail General Thorne. I'm scrolling, you guys. I'm looking. Joe Haney, you sick fuck with goat boobs. Josh Maddock was boobs. I'm letting all the boob stuff through now. I can see it all. It's all being held by YouTube. I didn't hold those things. I'm scrolling back. I do not see Joe Haney drink another. I'm not seeing anything for the dude's $2 as far back as I can go. Julia Harris, $4.99. Keep it up. All right, Julia, I'm going to still go. But we still have to deal with Tori Kozer, $2. All right. Joe, hey, guys, what is with the boobs thing tonight, you guys? Broke ass Adam. Adam Johnson says he wants his money back. What money? Which one? Which time? And then somebody goes, broke ass Adam wants his $2 back. I think everybody would give you $2 just to shut you up, even if you're just fucking around like that. All right. So Tori, who brought the shit all the way back from England with the shit we were talking about earlier. I think Tori was on earlier with me today. He was talking about the reptiles and the iguana shit. I think that was fucking cool. Good conversation there. Michael Cheney boobs. I can't believe. I mean, I think it's fucking awesome. I get that guys in here and fans write boobs. I got it. This is something that is going to trigger the algorithm. It's going to have to manually be watched, and hope we don't get someone reviewing this with a stick up their ass. But do you guys understand how many of you are chicks in here that didn't mind just putting up the word boobs? Where are you guys when I'm going to Vegas? Oh, Ryan Holloway says, one more story, please. He put up a whole $1.99. You really want a $2 story? I got tons of $2 stories. I promise you. Joey, guys. Oh, for Christ's sake. All right, let's find a $2 story. We got a bunch of $1, $2, and $5. I'm sure I could find a $2 story for you. Bum, 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 bum.
Not about me.
No, honey, I promise your stories are way more than $2. We did the mutation one. It was for free. Scrolling through my notes here. You know what? I don't even know if I have any $2 stories. I got all these other big stories about there. Listen, how about we do this? How about, God, you guys are just Mrs. Fort Watt, and you're leading the charge. Ho, $100 from a name I've never in my whole screen turned red. Son of man, child of God, $100. Thank you, sir, for raising your kids right. Signed a 10-year combat vet, Salty Puddle Pirate Whiskey Fund. Wow. Son of man, child of God, combat vet, Salty Puddle Pirate. Yeah. Chewing up the same mud as everybody else. Now, he said whiskey fund. So that man right there, I've never even heard, neither of you, have you guys ever heard his name? Son of man, child of God. He is an unofficial sponsor of the program right now, which means he can distance himself when we get banned and everybody gets banned on here and we get in trouble. He can distance himself going, I was an unofficial sponsor. I had no affiliation. If you were a combat vet, thank you for the donation for the kid. I was going to put it in the whiskey fund. It's going to go to the kid fund too for help him out with stuff. But thank you for going through the combat. Because regardless of the intention of the people above you on why we were there and what we were doing, you volunteered to keep me safe. You volunteered to stand there and in the line of fire so that I could have this glass of whiskey right now. I'm not fucking kidding. I thank you with a real feeling of appreciation because I know what you did. Thank you for that. I would never be able to say thank you enough for what you're doing. I know I should be thanking you for the donation for the kid in the program, but you, sir, made the mistake of letting me know that you were a real veteran and a combat vet. And I've known many a man like you that are greater than I shall ever be. And all I can do is humbly say thank you. So I'm trying to do that right now. So anybody here wants to raise a glass to this man who did his job so that we could all sit here, now's your chance. Thank you. Stuff like that gets to me. Stuff like that gets me emotional because it's a real thing. I know a lot of you guys breeze in and out of here with stuff, but to tell you the truth, if we didn't have men like that taking care of us, none of us would be allowed to be here doing the shit we do. And I really believe that. So there you go. Let me scroll down, see what I missed. Bum, bum, bum. What did I miss? Boy, I missed a lot of boobs, I'll tell you that. And Adam was joking. I got that. I'm just fucking with Adam. I'm sure he was just fucking around. He knows it. We're just yanking his dick and stuff. Come on, what did I miss on there? There was a bunch of little ones I missed there too. Mrs. Fort Watt and $5 tells a story about the liberals and welfare. No, there was no. That was that got me into some hot water. With I told you the other night that I was confronted outside of a mall. Actually, that's a lie. They were talking shit, and I just interjected myself. Wilbur, $8. Story upgrade. Tori Kozier, I have my uncle's menu from one of the ships from World War I, and he was a chef. Man, Tori, photocopy that and send that to me just so I could have it. I'm not asking for the original, but if I could just get a copy of that would mean a lot to me. It really would. That's something I'm interested in. What else did I miss up here? Boobs are God's way of saying you're welcome. I know. When I get to heaven, I got to thank God and go, God, the boob thing, thank you for that. Well done. Really well done. I think I must have got him up there. I scrolled back up. I think I didn't miss anything else. Wilbur, certified liberals. Okay. All right. We don't have enough money in the fund to be telling stories about mom. So let's go with Mrs. Forwatton, and I will try to. Josh Pettis says, I am not yanking anyone's dick. All right, look. Outside of it was not a big mall, but it was more like not really a strip mall, but it was bigger where they had I don't know what you call it now. It's an outdoor where they got a couple big stores and a couple restaurants in a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so they were protesting. I think it was whatever's coming up, Memorial Day or something. They're getting an eye on that shit. So anyway, so I listened to them when I walked into where I was going, and they were just chanting with the megaphone, and they were arguing. There's a couple conservatives out there arguing with them, and they were clearly pronouncing that they were liberals. All right, so they didn't hide that. And their agenda was just anti-America and anti-government, that the usual rhetoric, that the talking points that you just throw out there when you're on that side of the fence. And it says everybody's racist. The cops are racist. The American flag is racist. And if you're white, you're racist, but you're just the whole agenda. And Gen X Mom didn't want me to engage with any of them, so I didn't. But when I came out, I just had a lot of time to think about it. And I thought, all right, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. In fact, I told her, so just go wait in the car. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to listen. I want to hear what they have to say. But their entire agenda was that America owed them. Now, follow me on this, because it was a real easy trap to lay for their own words. Now, I won't draw this out, but they're arguing about anti-American racism and on, and they're very vocal that they're liberals and Democrats, and this was their position. Okay, you're allowed to have your position. And I quickly just kind of slid in and said, so what do you want to have? I listened to what are you about? And they yelled everything that they could. It was the usual rhetoric. I said, and what do you want to see happen? What is it that right now, what do you want to? And every one of them, there's 3 or 4 that were more vocal than the others. The government owes me, and the government owes me a phone, and it owes me some accommodations. And they weren't just talking about, I thought they were talking about like slavery reparations, because, every 8 years or so, that you're going to get someone, you owe us, they were slaves, pay us money every 8 years. That's going to come up. They're going to beat that drum. The government pays them a bunch of money, and off they go, and they'll be back in 8 more years. But this wasn't that. It wasn't really slavery reparations. They were just talking about, and they weren't all black. There was just white people and Mexicans and blacks. Every race was there. It wasn't isolating anybody. And they were like, well, the government owes, and the government has to do for us, and the government has let us down. And the government said, I said, well, and they could tell by this part of the conversation that I was a big, fat, white, conservative guy. Yeah, and I told him, said, I have some liberal beliefs. Believe me, there's a couple things that I stick on that align with liberals, but I'm, majority, everything is just conservative, and capitalism and that. And I made that very clear, and they knew that, so they were jumping on me, as you might imagine. So I said to them, I said, so what if I were to tell you from my point of view, if I wanted to add something to you, and I wanted to say, listen, why are you always worried about what the government and the country can give you? Why don't you wake up in the morning, and why don't you think about what you can do for the country, for the flag, for the government? Why don't you contribute? Oh, they went sideways. And they yelled and screamed for a few minutes. And I said, okay, all right, calm down. Let me give you a phrase from a man that I admire. And you tell me what you think. And they're just chomping at the bit. Said, okay, go ahead. Tell us tell us. And I very calmly said, from a person that I admire very much, historical person, says, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Oh, they lit up on me. I'm not doing shit for this country. I don't believe that. That is wrong. This country owes me, and I'm not doing. And it went through this whole thing. And then I said, do you want to know who said that? And they said, Ronald Reagan. You know, they picked everybody from John Wayne to Ronald Reagan and the Gipper. And finally, somebody said, "Oh, who said it?" I said, "No, John Kennedy." Who? You know, your Prince of Camelot, the Kennedys, your liberal Democratic holy ground, your main guy. You got Kennedy, you got Obama, the most draw hardcore Democrat hero of the century. Your guy said that. Well, first they didn't believe me. They told me I was a liar. So, well, look it up. Well, it didn't take them long on their phones to look it up. I said, one of the most famous liberal Democrats on the planet had a line that you need to hear, because you have taken your Democratic Party so far off the reservation, so far away from where your heroes tread. Look what you've done. You didn't understand, you didn't even know, and now you've trounced on the most high-profile Democrat in the century. Yeah, you did that. And as I walked away, they were throwing stuff at me, because everybody else who was standing around, all 50 or 60 onlookers that were just listening in, realized that they walked themselves right over a cliff with that one. Oops. Yeah. That story's for free. There you go. John Stephenson, 99 for the American flag. I know where that's going. It's going right to the whiskey fund. Son of a man, child of God. He came back again, turned my whole screen red. The combat was real, but the reason was a lie. So I chose to try and think of you all when I saw the truth. I got in a lot of trouble when trying to differentiate between the two. I finally decided on you all, hence the more trouble. Our flag flew over and the name of freedom was false. I agree with you. I don't know how to address you, son of man, child of God. But I agree with you that people above you gave you orders for the wrong reasons at times and for the right reasons at other times. I don't believe for a second that every battle we fought was for nothing and every battle we fought was wrong. I don't believe that there was false pretenses everywhere. No. But I believe they did exist at times, just like you said. What I am praising you for, appreciating you for, having a real heartfelt moment like there's nobody else in the goddamn room but you or me. What I'm thinking of right now is the fact that you went and did the line you just said right there. When you realized that their reasons were wrong and their reasons were unjust, you thought of us. You tried to put your job into perspective for the flag, for the people, for the country. Do you realize that by thinking that way, that is one of the most selfless acts anyone could ever endure? You did it for us. You did it for the right reasons. Yeah. To me, that's all that matters, is that you made a conscious choice to pick up that rifle and sling through that mud and do something for whatever reason you thought was right for all of us back here. I couldn't say thank you enough for that. I don't give a shit what the assholes above you said or did. Your heart was in the right place. The other thing too is that God knows that. God, I know it's a cliche, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, but there's actually verses in the Bible that speak about obeying obeying Rome when you live in Rome. I know that they're not telling you to walk down the street and murder somebody because you wouldn't do that. But they are telling you what those verses are saying is exactly how you behaved with your conscience. Almost couldn't be a better situation than realizing how bad something is and how wrong it might be in your eyes, and you turning around and saying, I'm going to do I may be doing these things, but I'm doing them for the right reasons. If eventually you had to pull out and stop and go in other directions, you got in trouble, I respect that too. That's with your conscience. But don't think for 1 second that there isn't 350 million Americans that aren't grateful that you stood on that wall with a rifle and stood a post. I don't know how else I can tell you. Thank you. I will pour another drink of Mrs. Fort Watten's fine green label Tennessee tea. And I will raise this to you once more time. I do thank you for the donation. I'm going to take that right to the kid for the things that he needs. But I want to tell you right now, this is for you. Thank you for doing things for the right reasons. Thank you for changing your direction when you felt it was the right thing to do. I can't say it any deeper than I'm saying it. I wish you could feel it the way I'm feeling it, because it's real and it counts. And if it's nothing more than just one more little bead on the shelf that you have collected of people that appreciated you, then I'm fine to be part of that. My man. No chaser out of respect. Son of man. One more, $20. Or turn the whole screen orange. They told me to allow bad or illegal things to go on while I was present, and I refused. And that is where your conviction plays a role. And if everybody had that conviction in the government, if everybody wasn't so afraid, there used to be a time when we were all like this guy. I don't know his name. I don't know what to address him. The Son of Man, Child of God thing. It says I'm having a hard time, but there was a time in life when we all thought like him, when there was 7,000 government employees working in Washington, that when they saw this, they would just stop, lay down their pencils and papers, get in their cars and clock out, drive away. Didn't care about the consequences. Consequences be damned. They didn't care. They didn't, no more illegal, no more wrong. And now we've got 350,000 government employees that like their jobs, that like their pensions, that pretend, I want to feed my family. And look the other way. But not this guy. This guy went as long as he could, for as far as he could. And when he said enough, he meant enough. I don't even know the circumstances. I wish I could say with conviction that I had the balls he does. I might. If it came down to it, I might. I hope I would. But who knows, when we're actually tested like that in the darkness, in the quiet, where no one's watching, would we actually stand up and do the right thing? Even if it cost you everything? Would you? I say I would. I want to believe I would. I hope I would. And I hope you guys would too. But there's a man who has conviction, not just for the dollars he's donating in here. That's a man who could have donated nothing. If I'd have caught his screen just saying the words, I'd have felt the same way. And you guys know that's true. You guys know this has nothing to do with anything more than I caught yes, his donation puts it up on my screen. But you guys know how I feel about shit like that. I'll spend half an hour talking to a dude in here. Yeah. Mrs. Fort Watten, many thanks to all of the Bottom of the Glass Nation veterans, Joe Haney, Major Hawkers, and anyone else who served. Bless you all. As usual, Mrs. Fort Watten comes in with flying colors and saying the right thing at the right time with the words that I couldn't even find. She's right. Every one of you who put on the uniform, I don't care the reasons they're telling you to do it. You volunteered. Thank you for that. What'd I miss? I missed something. There was one in here from Jamie. All right. I'm going to turn the ship around and change course, everybody. I got to do it. The night is young, the night is old, but either way, the stories will be told. Yeah, I just made that up. Telling you. Hold on, there was something in there. How did I miss that? Jamie Smith, boobs are great. Just look down Darby. Boy, that's an old one. You're going way, way, way back to a look down Darby moment. You guys got to check out the look down Darby clip on the YouTube thing. He's got it. Jamie Smith, son of man, child of God. If you need to talk, General has my number. The combat vet, I'll talk. That's for sure. Son of man, there's a lot of people in here are combat vets, and they've been through it knee deep with you. Maybe even chewed some of the same mud. You never know. All right, so where was I? Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go through. Patriot, good stuff on there. And somebody retracted a message. I don't know why. I didn't mean to drone on too long with that. But we did. So we have to thank everyone for their donations and thank everyone for their stories. Now, I know you guys are going to want to cheat because you're a bunch of cheaters and you're a bunch of liars. You guys want to use that man's donations in his story to say, hey, there's a couple $100, man. Tell us a story. No. I can go back and look at the stuff on that. We got like $12 towards the good stories. You guys are still getting the free stories. Oh my God. I gotta go. You guys gotta let me hang up. We did that one. Wearing pig is shaming. Yeah. I told you the Democrat story. I told it to you. Boy, there was another one that I got trapped up in today. Oh, it's a short one. It's a free story. And then we'll go after this, okay? Because we don't want to drain you guys. It's just a free story. You guys know I don't agree with cancel culture. I don't agree with just blindly coming in and ripping stuff out of the ground for no reason at all. Wandering Tacoma, $20 for the good story. All right, you're getting there. Wandering, we're getting there. I gotta. You guys have been boobs all night. I actually have a Gen X mom boob story, but I should really not say it just yet. Where was I? Okay. I don't agree with cancel culture just sweeping in and running stuff to the ground. I don't agree with the whole don't call us Indians, we're Native Americans. I'm a Native American because I was born here. Native Americans were born here. I was born here too. So we're all Native Americans, but I get the Indian thing. I've never run into one person who says they're offended by being called an Indian. And if I did, if someone walked up and said, hey, being called an Indian offends me, I'd say, well, there's 7,000 people I've run into that aren't offended. I'm sorry. I'm still using the terminology. You're going to have to get over it. It's kind of the way I feel. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but I'm not going to change everything about my being because, one person got sent by the liberal left to say some shit when there's thousands that tell me in emails and chats and stories and comments going, dude, we're fine. We don't care. It's not an insult. We're just, somebody fucked up and called us Indians. We weren't Indians. He thought you were in India. And some Italian guy, Spanish guy fucked it up. And now we're all nicknamed Indians for all the wrong reasons. Nobody cares. It's not an insult. I can see when someone says, well, you're the Redskins and you don't want to be called Redskin. Okay, there you can kind of get there from here with that. I got it. But I don't call Indian people Redskins. I either call them Indians or Native American. I'm a Native American now. Yeah. So, but I did look back on something that ended up not bothering me, but I kind of shook my head. Do you guys remember we're growing up and Indians were bad and cowboys were good. When you played cowboys and Indians, no one wanted to be the Indian. You always wanted to be the cowboys because you got to shoot the Indians. That was the way it went. They had bows and arrows and we had guns. So that was shooting the Indians. There was I saw a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Someone posted it on TikTok or Reels or Shorts or something. And Bugs Bunny was at an American fort for the cavalry, and he was shooting. It was 1, little 2, little 3, little Indians, boom. And he would take and scratch off an Indian on his chart. I watched that when I was a kid. I recognized it. I never really grasped the fact that he was killing an Indian. And it didn't matter when I was a kid because Indians were bad and cowboys were good. And that was a very wrong way for society to bring me up. I didn't know any better. I was 5, I was 6, I was 7. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. Oh, I killed him. Check him off the box. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians. All right. Come on, man. And you guys are not, you guys don't believe in cancel culture too. I'm not telling you to cancel Bugs Bunny, but can we at least admit that was a fucked up thing to do and never air that program again? Never show that again? I didn't mind them showing it to teach me a lesson on TikTok or whatever it was. That the guy posted it saying, this is fucked up. And he was right. He was really right. Now, I'm not for the blanket culture, cancel culture shit that they do, because they go off crazy with it and fuck it all up. But that was right. Then I started thinking, are there any other things that I could personally think of that were that, you know, the cancel thing was fucked up? And I remember something. I don't remember anybody else talking about this. I remember it changing and leaving. But let me give you something I remember as a kid that I remember physically, mentally, it's in my head that I would say, cancel that, take that shit out. Because now that I'm looking at it, it's like, you guys kind of built a whole genre. I know you're saying, oh, we're just playing around Cowboys. And no, you weren't playing around Cowboys and Indians. You fuckers raising me, boomers and shit. You guys painted a very bad picture about Indians. And I don't like it now, because now that I look back as a grown, I'm like, whoa. That is not something you teach, 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds. That'd be like teaching a 7-year-old to hang a black person or do something mean to a black person. Oh, it's all in jest. Fuck you, it's in jest. That's wrong. You don't joke about that shit. You don't joke about, shooting a Mexican or something. You don't teach a child that. Yeah, there's some of that shit that was pretty fucked up. That shit was one of them that I was brought to my attention, and I'm like, okay, I'm not a cancel culture guy, but you're stopping that shit, because that's fucking. So I thought about, did I remember any that were mine? One more drink. One of them was at Disneyland in Anaheim. Now, the only time you got to see what I'm describing is it was on Tom Sawyer's Island, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, and there's probably a lot of you who do. Tom Sawyer's Island had a backside to it. When you were playing around on Tom Sawyer's Island, which is one of the most fun things you could ever do as a kid in Disneyland, was go to Tom Sawyer's Island. I loved it. One of my favorite places to go. I never went to Disneyland and didn't go there and play and run around with my friends or my cousins ever. But there was a back part of Tom Sawyer's Island you couldn't get to, and the only times you could see the back part of it is if you were on one of the big paddle boats, the Mark Twain paddle boat. Sometimes they had the pirate ship out that would go on around it. You could see it then. Or the canoe ride. You guys remember the canoe ride? The canoe ride would go all the way around Tom Sawyer's Island. All right. Or the way I remember it the most was on the train. There was a train that went around all of Disneyland. And when you got to the part right about where Toontown is today, it was empty. It was grass and it was weeds and it was trees and bushes. And they always used to say when I was growing up, and we have some area over here to the left that if for some future expansion of Disneyland. And I always remember that being this area that something was coming, and it didn't happen for 20 more years. But the Disneyland, even in Anaheim, they had room to expand and grow. But on the other side of the train, when you're looking to the south, to your right, was the backside of Tom Sawyer's Island. Some stuff you don't get to see normally. You have to be on one of the specific rides to see it. And there was a frontier little cabin, and there was a pioneer, his horse and his donkey and some things. And the cabin was on fire, and the pioneer was slumped over a log or something, and he had a burning arrow in his back, and the narration was, and the Indians got to this frontierman. Living in the frontier was dangerous because of Indians. Now, I know they've taken it out, and I don't know if they made a big deal about it. I don't remember seeing it in the paper, but I remember I remember it looking back going, why would you tell me that frontier life was hard because of Indians? Did you mention that you were on their land, fucking with their family and their livelihood? Did you mention that in your little narration and your little pre-recorded audio thing? I'm glad they took that out. You know, the Cowboys and Indians thing is what I'm talking about right now. And there was definitely growing up some shit that they just pumped into my head in my youth that I just accepted. And Cowboys are good, Indians are bad. Now, truthfully, did it make me want to go out and shoot an Indian? No, it didn't. I didn't care one way or the other. It didn't bother me. I didn't think about it. And I know this is, do you realize that you programmed to go kill Indians and Indians bad? No, it didn't. I didn't have any inclination, neither did any of my friends, and nobody gave a shit. But it was still wrong. It was still very wrong. And the one that was brought to my attention was about, the Bugs Bunny thing. It was fucking bullshit. The one I remember, the one that stuck out when I started to think about that no one had to remind me. Say, what about this? I didn't tag along and go, oh yeah, no, I'm with that. That was bullshit. No. This was one I came up with on my own, and they took care of it on their own. I didn't say anything, but I'm not for the cancel culture because it goes too far. Even Disneyland went way too far. They started changing Pirates of the Caribbean with a bunch of those. So a couple things they could change, but they went too far with it. And they went too far with their pre-recorded message on entering Disney. Yeah, as usual, that cancel culture group, that thing took an idea that should have been small and solid and pointed at exact things that were bad and corrected them. I'm all for it. People fucked it up. I got fucked up by it too. Fix it. But as usual, the cancel culture movement fucking just rammed it down everybody's throats, fucked up shit they shouldn't have touched, and drove it right over a cliff to where nobody cares anymore. Yeah. And that's too bad because every movement, save the whales, save the whales, save the whales, seems to do that same thing. And cancel culture was right there too. They fucked it up. They got to where nobody cares. And now every time they're going to take something down that should be taken down, they meet resistance because they've irritated everybody. They've irritated the fuck out of everybody, and nobody gives a shit anymore. Now they've got people that are anti-cancel culture just because of what they've done. They just can't keep it on point, can they? No. But there's a couple things. That's the one thing that came to my mind about the Indian part of it. I didn't like it. Didn't make me want to go kill Indians, but it was a fucked up mess. And I'm glad those changes were made because I don't want my son growing up thinking that that's fucked up. So yeah, there you go. Son of Man dropped another $20, just giving it to a dude who I would, just giving to a dude who I know would cringe at some of my truth, but also laugh at the beautiful Americans I served with and their stories. Many I'm losing still because the current climate makes them lose hope. I wish that weren't true. I wish that we weren't losing soldiers and Americans because they're losing hope. But I believe you when you say it's happening. I really do. So scrolling down, now you heard my cancel culture story about the Indians. Fuck it. I didn't do it. I didn't start it. But yeah, I'm on board for making a couple of those changes. But that doesn't give you license to fuck everything up, which is what you think it does. Bump, bump, bump. All right. Who's left anymore? Is there like 9 people left in here? Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. I can't keep up. General, I read somewhere that Walt Disney didn't like children. I don't know. Walt was a different cat. He was kind of an asshole about stuff as an individual. He had a vision on stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that listening to my grandfather talk about Walt Disney, and my grandfather had some insight to Walt personally. Yeah, he was kind of a racist guy, anti-union guy, didn't give a shit about his employees kind of guy. Oh, he treated some of his guys very well, the animators and the animatronics guys and the technical guys, the creative guys, the ones that made him a lot of money, but he could give a shit about the guys serving drinks in Tomorrowland, from what I gathered. So yeah, there you go. All right, should we call it a night now? We sure did. We should call it a night because you guys have met boobs thousands of times in here, and yeah. All right, you guys, listen. I should go. Let's meet back tomorrow. As you guys know, there's been some scheduling changes. Arbot, how are you doing? Thanks again for the earlier stream. Yeah, it's well, Arbot. Just going to talk about that. Just going to talk about it. So Michael Rhoda says, you were part of What the Fuck Tribe. Alan says, have a good night, boobies. Wander Jacoma, 20 more for a story. Now we're up to $40 for a story. You guys are tempting me. You really are. You really are fucking tempting me. I know all the booby pictures are coming in, and I know you guys want to hear a story about Gen X mom, and everyone's gone to bed. But come on, man. It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes in. I'm fucking half a handle in of Green Label. Laura. Now, when chicks do it, it even makes me more like into boobies. All right. Mrs. Fort Watton, drink. All right. All right, Phil Wilbur. Now we're up to 10 more bucks, $50 for the story. I'm getting there. Patriot Rebellion. I got you. I know. Vicky says, what the fuck? I just got here. Vicky's coming in hot. Vicky's coming in pissed. He's like, I just got here. You guys are fucking signing off. And what the fuck happened with the stories? Pogo says, you look hammered. Well, looks can be deceiving. How do I look now? Do I look hammered right now? Could I pass a sobriety test? Could I walk a straight line? Yes, I can. Now, if I concentrate, I'm just as coherent as the moment I started. And everything looks fake and unreal, but it's not. If I let myself go and I let my guard down and I let my inhibitions roll back and I push back a little bit, and you guys know what it's like when you're drunk and you're trying to focus and everything's good. And I can be that guy right now. We're signing off. We're done. No more boob talk. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. But you guys know what it's like to settle into that chair. You guys know what it's like to just let it go, to just let the thing take over. Let your eyelids hang a little low, to feel it. Just feel the warmth coming over you. Don't fight it. No cops. You're good. All right. That's the mode I'm in. I'm not trying to fight it. I'm not trying to be top shelf right now. John Stephenson, how about now? There's another 20 sweater, 20, 40, 60. We're up to $70. 420 approved, up to $80. All right. Now we're getting close to a story. I am unsubscribed because no more boobs. Derek N, I'm unsubscribing because there's no more boobs. Derek, what do I do when I run out of boob stories? I'm never going to run out of boob stories. All right. Now, do you guys want a boob story about a friend of mine from high school and a boob story? Because I got one in my head. And or do you guys want one about Gen X mom? Cops wear Dennis. Dennis, don't get paranoid, man. Shut your door, lock your door. You're good. You want Daisy if you do. Yeah, you lied. Too bad you're Daisy if you do. Say when. Oh, God, you guys, I tell you, no FBI, no cops, nothing. Josh Maddox says, Mom, but bump, cheers, Gen X mom. Sure, this message was hidden. We just got booby stories. Boobs. Do you guys realize that the algorithm that they're going to put on me tonight is never going to get undone? They're going to have to wait after we're done here talking. They're going to have to wait for some jabroni come in with a stick up his ass and sucking on a cherry lollipop going, let's watch what this guy says and see if it's offensive. Oh, my fucking God. Delete. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be some Poindexter with fucking Coke bottle glasses looking at this going, how's this motherfucker even on here? How did he get on YouTube? Does somebody tell me what this fucker's doing? Have we not had a complaint about him yet? Fuck this guy. He can't talk this shit. That's what's going to happen. I don't know who I'm imitating. Shut up. It's a voice I do. Leave me alone. Oh, my God. All right. So, all right. RK says, General Laura does drive-by boobies in my face while walking by me at home. Then you must be her husband. All right. So where are they playing? Could we go in this 5 minutes? So, all right. I'll pour myself another glass. I can't believe you're making me whore my wife out at such a cheap cost. I'm motivated to give you a middle of the road story. I'll give you, I got like 10 in my head. No, can't run them all together. I'll give you one. All right. So, bum, bum, bum. Drink, drink, drink. God, Mrs. Forwatton, may I never visit your Southern hospitality front porch. I couldn't sit on that deck and drink with you because you just be drink, drink, drink until the moonshine was gone and the fireflies were buzzing around my head. And I love fireflies. All right, here we go. This is it, though. We're done. Okay. All right. So maybe I'll give you two. All right. I'll give you one. I know this is a small one, but you only paid a small price. Gen X mom's virtue is expensive. Yeah, maybe when she got older. Oh. But back in the day, you could have your way for a bottle of strawberry wine and a car ride. Woo. Okay, so Chris, I specifically didn't have a face. You're right, I didn't. I specifically froze the face and did the thing, came up just looking normal. All right. All right, here we go. So this is a middle of the road story, something small and stupid. May make me feel bad for even telling. I may tell you another one, but so I have a deck outside of my bedroom, sliding glass doors. Whoa, hold on now. Son of a man child, thank you, sir, for taking time to respond to me. God bless you and your family. I'm going to bed now. I'm still serving y'all, just another capacity. Son of man, please come back. If you don't donate, please don't leave contributing to this channel. I'm asking that as a personal favor, please. Your donations have gone a long way tonight towards the kid, not towards the whiskey fund, towards the kid and his stuff. And I thank you for that. But please, I'm asking you, man to man, could you, don't give anything when you come back. You don't have to do anything, but please don't stop contributing things you're saying here, because that means as much to me and your participation level. The fact that you've taken time out of your day to watch what we're doing here, all of you in here, that's my biggest thing, is that you've taken time out of your life. These are minutes you could be spending anywhere, and you chose to be here with us. Son of man, child of God, please make sure you come back by. I will be awaiting your return with eager anticipation. If you don't have to give anything, nothing at all, but my anticipation level is going to be great. Please come back. Don't come back next time. Don't donate anything. Just be part of what we're doing here. Now, it's hard to find valued people in here. I'm stuck with people like Two Bear and Lionheart and Harley and Barry Dano. I could use a quality individual every now and then to counterbalance these jugheads on the other side. Thank you for that. I do appreciate you. I drank again, but I drank my last one and I'm fucking done. I really am. All right. So my bedroom is upstairs, and I have a small deck out of the bedroom that looks over the backyard. It's fucked up right now. I had to tear everything down, so there's no railing, no nothing. I can't go out there. But there was a time when we had a little fire pit, a little portable fire pit out there, and we'd sit out there. And me and like 4 or 5 buddies, we'd sit and put our feet up on this fire pit and light a fire and have some drinks and some cigars and just talk. And, Gen X mom and the other wives would hang out with us for a while. Then they'd go do the thing, have some wine, and go downstairs in the living room and hang out. And but they were very good about bringing us our drinks. Some would drink beer, some would drink whiskey. And, about every 20 minutes or so, one of the girls would come up and say, "Hey, boys, you need any drinks? You need any cigars? You need something like that?" And I guess as the night went on, we were all fucked up. You get to about 11 o'clock at night, 11:30. We've been drinking for hours, and we're sitting back, and we're just nestled in perfect temperature, fire pit out there. You can see out over the backyard, and the pool lights on, and the waterfall's going. You can hear it, and there's stars in the sky because we're not living in a big city. It's just one of those nights that you remember hanging out with your friends, and we're all telling stories and kicking back. Well, at some point, I guess one of the girls came up and said, "Hey, do you guys need some stuff?" Hold on one more second. Son of Man says, "This is for your chat. God bless you all. I do love you all, even though I don't know you personally, but I do wish you all the best." Georgia boy, just being a gentleman, out. I told him not to. You don't got to send another goddamn cent, my man. We love you. You're in. You're now in. Don't send another penny. Just show up. When roll call's here, when somebody sounds reveille, strap on your boots and get back here. Because that's what we want is participation. All of us. You donate when you feel like it just to be fun, but the participation is where it's at, my man. You come back. When you hear the call, you come back when that little bell sounds. Stop what you're doing. Tell your drill sergeant you got to go do something. Tell your master chief you got to go do something. You hang out with us for a little bit. That's what all of us want. Every one of us in here. Thank you for that. Like I said, I can't drink anymore. I would salute you and drink another drink, but I'm just a jabroni in the middle of the desert, fucking it all up. But thank you. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Romy's here. Romy, I need you to change I want a different picture for you. Just saying. Okay, so where was I? So we're all out on the deck. There's a big square fire pit, and we're all got our feet up on it. We're leaning back in chairs. We're drinking. We're smoking cigars. And the girls are coming up every now and then. Do you guys need something? Do you want something? Do something? Yeah. And we're doing our thing. And I guess at some point, one of the girlfriends or wives came up and asked us if we needed something. I didn't even know she was there. I had no idea she was even there. And I guess she got a little miffed and went downstairs. And one of the other wives came up and said, "I'll go up there." And she came up. Now, I remember her standing in the doorway saying something. I think there was one, two, it's Tony, it was Jake, it was Danny. I want to say there was 5 of us around the fire pit on the deck, just putting our feet up. And so there must have been, mine and 4 other wives or girlfriends. Anyway, the second one came up and she said some stuff. And I remember her standing there. I don't remember her asking anything, but I was fucked up. So she got mad because we weren't listening. So then she goes downstairs and, the girls are grumbling. So then it was the first girl who was, she was blonde. I remember her. The second girl who was a really dark brunette. Remember her. And Gen X mom, my wife. And they came up, and I guess all 3 of them crowded into that sliding glass doorway and were going, "Do you guys want anything? Quit ignoring us," stuff like that. I kind of don't remember that either. But I do remember all at once them screaming, "Hey!" and not nicely, more like assholes. "Hey!" And we all jumped for a sec because they were screaming at us. We're like, "What do you fucking want?" We all turned, and all 3 of them had their shirts up. Put them down and said, "Now that we have your guys' attention, do you want any whiskey? Do you want anything? And let us know." We're all like, no, we're fine. So they leave, and 2 seconds later, Gen X mom walks back, does it again, and goes, "Hey!" "What?" And she's standing there now, and now we're focused. And she goes, "Does anybody want anything to eat from the kitchen? And don't be crude. I mean real food. I'll get you something." Again, and we all stood there, no. Thank you. And they left. True story. Happened just like that. Now, I'm not going to tell you anymore, but there you go. There's your boob story. None of us were fast enough to take pictures and get our cameras out. I do have a bunch of pictures of some cool shit Gen X mom did, but I'm never going to share those with you. Like, if you want to ask me in Vegas, I'll go, "Here, let me look there." But you're not going to see this stuff. I'm not posting it anywhere or sharing with anybody, but it's there. But you guys come to Vegas and ask me, fuck it, some fuck around stuff. She's got pictures of me too. Yeah, so there you go. All right, look, I got to go. I've drank a bunch of that bottle. I got to go. You guys have been wonderful. Tonight has been a great live stream. I held back 5 or 6 stories on that. Let's pick it up tomorrow doing the same thing. Anybody shows up, we'll talk about shit, and we'll just go down that road again. I will read everything, all of your goodbyes, your well wishes. I will go back and read them and I will reply. But I got to go right now. So just realize Wanderer to come says $2 and it was fucking worth it. So you guys can say goodnight to each other. You can say goodnight to me. But I got to go. We're at 2.5 hours. You guys remember a couple weeks ago, I couldn't even do 2 hours. You guys remember a couple weeks ago, 10 days ago, I couldn't even get barely an hour. But I got that feeling in my chest right now. I do. For those of you who are part of the program, remember, it's going to be a rough night for me breathing. I talked way too long. Not the jack. It's not the jack. But when you go swimming for a long time in a pool, you know how you get that sore chlorine, like when you breathe deep, and that's what I feel right now. I'll go upstairs, I'll take my medicines, and I will put on my breathing machine. It'll help. But yeah, push myself pretty far tonight for you guys. Don't think I don't love you, because I do. Two Bear knows already. Harley, Lion, and I are not wannabes. We like to laugh and have a good time respectfully. Yeah, I know you guys are. There's nothing in here that's bad. It was all just fucking around. We're having a good time. We're all adults here. Gen X Mom is too. You heard the shit she says. You've heard the shit that Gen X Mom says in the background. You've heard some of the stories. She's a real. Two Bears met her in person. He knows. She's a wonderful wife and a great American, and she's a grown-up adult, and time is short. And like her mother said, you don't want to die with just dreams. Make sure that when you pass away, you have some memories too, some things you did and some things you saw. No doubt. So from everyone here at Gen X Talks, I want to tell all of you, thank you for showing up. Thank you for wasting 2.5 hours with me. And I promise we'll catch all of you on the flip side.